Hey gamers, Mucklick here, and today we've got part 2 of teaching a WoW veteran Guild Wars 2. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I highly recommend watching it first. But to recap, I've been sponsored to introduce Guild Wars 2 to a WoW World First Raider and show them how great this game is. I'm joined today by Naguura, whose links are down below, who is currently trying out a Necromancer around level 30 and has lots of questions. My job is to show her around to some fun content, give her some things to look forward to in the game, and alleviate any frustrations that come from being a new player and not yet understanding the game's systems. She had a lot of questions, which I absolutely loved, so this may be a long video, and I will include timestamps down below. A quick nod to our sponsor, Guild Wars 2, who just released their 6th expansion, Visions of Eternity, which includes new elite specializations for every class, offering new ways to play, an overhaul to the skimmer mount, giving it new abilities and smoother handling, a new homestead map with a fully demolishable housing plot, an upcoming fashion template system, a challenging new raid coming down the line, and much more. Click the link in the description or pinned comment if you'd like to try Guild Wars 2 for free. Without further ado, let's jump into part 2 of helping a WoW veteran learn Guild Wars 2. Today, you had wanted to at least try PvP. So the next thing, if you look right below the Q for ranked button, it says preferences for when you hit the unranked button. And there's 3 checkboxes. Yeah. There's Stronghold, Conquest, and Push. Do you have a preference of which one you might want to try, or just whatever?
I think I would want to try a Conquest, since that's also like the ranked mode.
Okay, sure. So uncheck the other boxes besides Conquest.
Yeah.
And we'll queue in a minute. So let's do our basic prep here. So look, we're about to try out a PvP game, and we're both acknowledging we might get absolutely rocked, and we're okay with that.
Yes.
So if you would press H and go to your equipment tab, as if you were gonna like mess with your gloves or your hat or whatever. Okay, now, near your hat, there's a little switch that says standard equipment. It's just to the right of it. Click on that. Okay, this is your PvP gear. This is something that the game could explain better, and one of the reasons why I'm here. This is what it uses when you're in PvP. Now, let me explain real quick. For equality, when you go into Conquest, the 5v5 game mode, everyone is level 80 and everyone has the same options. So no one is going to win because they've got gear from Naxxramas, okay? No one, that's not going to happen. So the first thing, going down on the left-hand side, the first slot is an amulet. The amulet, it's the top left one. The amulet simulates a full set of gear. So if you click on the amulet, you notice you can just change it to whatever you want. So if you, for example, like doing dots, like right this second, your main hand weapon is a scepter, which a scepter is really good at doing dots with a necro, bleeding and poison and things like that. You might like the Carrion Amulet, which has a lot of vitality, so you're going to have a lot of hit points, but also a lot of condition damage, so your dots hit harder, as an example. So you could do that, and then if you just mouse over all of these, there's lots of different options. Power is just, direct hit damage, just the impact damage. Condition damage is your dot damage over time. Vitality is how many hit points you have. Toughness is how high your armor is, which is mitigation, stuff like that.
Does armor mitigate all type of damage or just physical type?
Good question. It mitigates direct damage, but not dots. Vitality, so having more hit points, is defense against both, but it's worse than toughness when it comes to direct damage. However, toughness doesn't help with dots.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm going with the Carrion then.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know.
And then the next thing is below the Carrion Amulet that you just selected, there's your weapon slots. Now, it doesn't matter their stats, it just matters what weapon you have equipped. Because, when you walk in there, it decides the buttons that are on your bar for the 1 through 5. So you've already got some stuff equipped, you can keep them, you can move them, whatever. The next thing, just to the right of the amulet, there are 2 slots. One is Relic, and one is your rune. Now, relics, if you click on it, again, they're basically each one provides a unique little bonus. If I can make a recommendation just for first time's sake, one is called Relic of the Wayfinder, and it simply increases your run speed. Do you have that as an option?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a decent pick for most classes if you don't know what else to put there. That's kind of like my go-to if I don't have a better idea. Just moving faster all the time is pretty good.
That sounds good.
All right, and the next one, the rune set. Again, this simulates a full set of runes. So runes are kind of like if you are in World of Warcraft and you have an enchanter enchant your armor. It's like a little bonus on an existing piece of equipment. So if you look at the rune, it says like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically, that's saying like, oh, you're getting the 6-piece bonus because you have 6 of these equipped, which, not really, but we're simulating that for PvP. Again, you can pick any one you want here. My default, when I don't have a better idea, is the Rune of Divinity, which just is a flat boost to all stats. So it's not great at any one thing, but it's good at everything.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Let's do it.
And then below the runes are sigils. Again, think like enchanter, but putting something on your weapon. The sigils, there's a sigil to the right of each of your weapon slots down there. So if you have, like your scepter has a sigil to the right of it, and then your other hand thing has a sigil to the right of it. But if you had a two-hander, like a staff equipped, just the staff would have 2 sigil slots. So in total, whatever's in your hand will have 2 sigil slots.
Oh, this is very interesting. So, and most or all of these sigils basically give you something for switching to a weapon. So, like one is like removing impairing effects.
Yeah,
so
some
I guess
do. So if
you're rooted, you switch to this or something. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, if you click on a sigil, it'll pull up a list on the left-hand side, and again, you've got choices. Some of them are flat bonuses, like your poison lasts 25% longer. Like that's an example of just a flat bonus. And so it's like when that specific weapon's in hand, your poison is more deadly. And then there are others that are like any outgoing healing you do to other players is 20% stronger. That's a sigil. But then, as you said, there's some that are like, when you swap to this weapon, you break free of roots. When you swap to this weapon, you gain back like half of your endurance, which allows you to dodge again. Things like that. So you can pick any 2 you want for each of the two weapons.
That's too complicated, so I'm just going to keep the ones I have.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Okay, so next thing, so that is it for that panel. That's all we need to do there.
Okay.
Near the top left, if you can go to your build, where like your specializations and your traits are.
Yeah.
And we just want to make sure you've got something there. And I see that you do have some stuff filled in. Okay, the last pointer I have for like a brand new PvP build is there are 2 things that you always want to have in every PvP build. One of them is called a condition cleanse. Imagine if someone throws a bunch of dots on you. You don't want to be in a situation where even if you win the fight, you die, right? You want to have the ability to get those dots off of you. And I think right this second, your healing skill is called Consume Conditions, which can be used to get those dots off of you. So you do have a condition cleanse in your build. That's fantastic. The second thing I try to always tell people to include in their build if they're starting out is a stun break. Think like the PvP trinkets in World of Warcraft, where you can click it and you get out of whatever is making you unable to play the game. Okay? So your skills, if you, like for example, your Necromancer summon Flesh Worm, which is like your 9 button right now. Summoning the worm is just like a normal action, but when you click the button the second time and you teleport to the worm, that's a stun break, which means you can use that even while stunned, feared, knocked down, etc. So you always want to have at least, I mean, some people will run 3 stun breaks, but you always want to have at least 1 stun break so that you can play the game if someone is stunning you.
Oh, and it just says break stun in like one of these like 20 billion abilities that it says underneath. I see now.
It's on the tooltip, yes. Yeah. And
okay.
You'll learn with practice, but there are like every single class. If you look at, excuse me, I've got the hiccups. Every single class, if you look at their utility options, the thing where like if you right click on the flesh worm and that big panel opens up with all those different buttons, every single class is going to have like 3 or 5 stun breaks in there that you can choose from.
Okay. Is there something that I have in my build, like, because I just randomly click abilities, or is any of this like really bad, or I guess it doesn't matter outside of me having that condition break and the stun break?
If you want it, and again, this is a little extra something. I looked up this right here. I'm sending you a link. That is a build of a core necromancer. Core
Perfect.
just simply means not using elite specs. And if you want to copy that, you could. But again, you know, we're going in there just to learn. So it's up to you how hard we want to go.
Yes, I also don't have the weapons. Like, I only have the ones that I currently have, I think. I don't think I have any other options, so I have to go with the ones I have.
So on that note, there
can-
is a merchant in this zone that sells other weapons for a few copper if you want them.
Oh, yeah. Then I definitely want to try.
Okay, so we're going to the market waypoint. It's near the top left on your map. And
Oh, there's a staff they're using here as well in this build, so I can use that skin, right?
yeah,
You gave me
yeah, you
yesterday.
can.
Nice.
Okay, so I just put a target marker over a char NPC. If you turn around, you should see an NPC with a red crosshair over their head.
Nice. Okay, so
And-
they're playing scepter, sword, and staff. Okay.
The sword will not be available to you because that is an expansion thing. So
Okay.
just use any other thing for that slot.
Okay.
Now, as I said, the stats of your weapon in PvP don't matter because the amulet slot simulates your stats. So that's why that's literally why this merchant's here. So you can just get the other stuff if you need it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, then I keep the scepter and just wait. Which one had the fear? Was it this one? Oh yeah, I like that one. The Will of Doom. So I'm just gonna keep that, I guess.
And then staff 5 is also a fear for necromancer. So if you throw that
Okay.
at someone, that can get them off of you. Okay.
Okay. Okay, wait. I need to copy the talent as well
Okay.
and the build. Give me a sec.
Sure.
Death magic. Oh, curses. I see it. Okay. I'm just blind. All right. Let me just quickly read through all of that a little bit, and then I'm ready.
Okay, sure.
All right. I think I'm ready. Well, not quiet, but it's okay.
Okay. All right.
Let's do it. Oh, nice.
Oh, here we
So
go.
it would be
We
the
got our
perfect
pop-up.
time to start playing.
Yeah, that's right. So if you hit accept, then it'll go to a screen that says map selection. Now, click whatever you think looks
okay.
pretty, since you don't know what they all are and we don't have enough time for me to explain it. And you'll see that it goes into like a pie chart spinner type thing. Then it spins and lands on this. So we've got
That's cute.
Legacy of the Foe Fire. Okay, Legacy of the Foe Fire, just like all the other Conquest maps, has 3 white nodes on the map, and if you capture them, they generate income until you lose them. The extra mechanic is near each team's respawn. So right now we're on the red team, we're at near the bottom of the map, and the blue team is near the top of the map. There is a Lord, which is a really strong NPC. Kind of think like the Alterac Valley guy at the end.
And where's the guy?
For us, it's at the here. I'm pinging it on the
yeah.
So it's
Okay.
there and there. So if you kill the Lord, you get 150 points. That doesn't mean you're gonna win, but that will surge you closer to 500.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, and are mounts allowed in here? No.
No, not in Conquest.
Okay.
The Warclaw is allowed in World versus World, and Conquest is just on foot, which is why, we both took Relic of the Wayfinder for faster run speed. You could also use Swiftness or Super Speed, which are different types of buffs that increase run speed, but you're just on foot.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm nervous.
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna press everything wrong.
So usually when these matches start, you'll have one person go to what's called the home node, which is the one that is closest to our spawn, which in our case is the bottom right, and everyone else rushes to mid for a big team fight. That's
Okay.
not always,
It's
but
not.
that's often what happens. So we
I probably shouldn't be going there by myself. Oh wait, I see now. What are the?
So go through the glowy thing to the left of the door, and you'll teleport through it. So enemies cannot use those. That's basically our way of getting through the door. Okay, so we're over here at the middle, and at this point, you just shoot them and have fun.
All right. I'm pressing abilities.
You lost the
I'm feared.
waterfall. I chose you. You've taken the graveyard.
And when he goes down, now see, he's downstate. So you see he's got like a darker bar, and you can either just keep shooting him, or you can hit the F button to attempt to do an execute.
Nice. Okay. Do you get extra points for like having killing blows or something, or doing more damage? Like individual players,
not-
you somehow get more?
There will be extra points on the scoreboard, but there's not going to be extra points like toward the win condition.
Oh, okay.
So you get more bragging rights, I guess.
Love that.
All right, so at this point, you see, we're kind of bullying them back toward their respawn right now, which doesn't really help us any, but it does kind of, show them we mean business, I guess.
Oh, shit.
All right, so I would fall back a little bit here, because at this point, the risk is that, the people we killed a minute ago are going to respawn and then come flooding out.
I did press the super big ability on accident, so I guess I'm going back in.
Okay.
The waterfall
Okay, I'm
is
falling
yours.
back a bit, taking a lot of damage.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna try to res you here. Let's see if I can. Okay, I got you up. I
Nice.
can't do that again for a
Nice.
long time, though.
I'm nigh invincible. Here come the flames.
Now, something worth pointing out right now. Even if we lose this little skirmish that you and I are in right now, if you have a moment to glance at the map, we own both the other nodes. It doesn't matter if we lose this fight in terms of like, the big picture. We're actually winning every second we have them distracted here.
Protect me.
Yeah, okay.
Exhilarating. I may not survive. Sick 'em.
It's difficult to pay attention, like, when you don't know what the hell is going on. It's like a million abilities flying at you, and then you somehow have to look at the map as well.
Yeah.
I don't even understand my own abilities.
Yeah, and I think that's true for any MMO. If you suddenly have all this going on at once, it can be overwhelming. Attempting to res you might get up in just a moment.
Nice.
This is getting serious.
And don't forget, objects in this game are solid. So if you just like get behind a pillar or something, that will block enemy bullets.
True.
So which is very different from something like, Warsong
Lost
Gulch.
the quarry. Protect me. I'm here. Cooling down.
Okay, we got one of them down.
Heat diminished.
Now, fun little fact here, this guy that's downstate that we're finishing off right now, because he's in the circle, we cannot capture the circle until he's taken care of.
Oh.
So, it was actually good for him to, continue spamming those weak downstate abilities and fighting for time to just, grab every little second he could, because he was preventing us from getting those points.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. I did fast somehow.
Trying to get you up. Oh, they stomped
goodbye.
you. Yeah.
I need healing. Seriously.
Okay, well now you get to experience respawning. So
Yeah, that's the only reason why I died, yeah.
yeah, I gotta show your community what it's like.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm nigh invincible. You lost the graveyard.
Okay, got that guy downstate.
Nice.
Enemy Weaver right now. Another thing that you will learn over time is recognizing the icons. Like if I've got this guy selected. His name is Altwo something, and next to his portrait there's a little icon that almost looks like two hands pressed together. That's the icon for Weaver, which is a type of elementalist. So after you've played the game long enough, you can like look at someone just at a glance and be like, oh, that's a whatever.
Okay, yeah, because I have absolutely no idea what I'm fighting against.
Yeah, I totally get that. I imagine right now, like, until someone shoots a fireball at you, you have no idea what they are. And then even then, you're like, okay, maybe?
I don't know where that's coming from, like...
Okay, so you see the point under your feet is capturing, like a big clock hand. So you want to stay here until, there we go. So it just captured, and we're getting that income, and now we can wander off again.
Okay.
So we could just stay there and defend it, but that's kind of boring. So I would encourage you, why don't you come over here with me to the south, come up these stairs, and we'll go put the fight over here.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so I just interrupted them stomping this teammate, and I'm resurrecting the guy. So now it is a 3v2. Me, you, and the guy I just rezzed versus the 2 enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I chose you.
You lost the graveyard.
It's getting serious.
All right, so this guy
I'm
is
like really bad at hitting skill
downstairs.
shots.
I could use a hand over here.
Accelerate.
You are doing great.
High toxicity.
And just remember your shroud is a 2nd hit point bar if ever you need
That's
it.
a good point.
Ah, as soon as I said that, I'm like, boom, she's full health. There you go. Love it.
You lost the water.
You're like, wait a second. I've got a surprise tool that'll help me later. Beautiful.
I'm nigh invincible.
The ocean's power.
Okay. There's okay. So one thing, and I missed it as well. We just won that fight at the south node. None of us captured it, and we all ran away like silly people. So I am running back, and it only takes one of us. But I'm running back to capture it, and then I'll come rejoin you again.
You've captured the quarry.
Ah, there's the PvP salt, the guy we just killed. You're lucky my team's stupid. There it is.
I also did like so when you're in down state, you have these abilities, like these buttons you can use, and I don't know what they do because I'm always like panicking and just press everything.
So they're different for each class. For the Necro, the 1 key is a channel. So you just hit it once and it'll go for a few seconds, hit it once and it goes for a few seconds, right? But that 1 key, what it does, sorry, give me just a second here. I am probably about to die. It drains life. So it will heal you a little bit and hurt them.
Ah, okay.
The waterfall.
Let's see, when you're downstate. Chad, is it the downstate Necro 2 or 3 that is a fear? One of the buttons will fear enemies away from you. Chat says 2. So if you are downstate on Necro and you hit the 2 button, you will fear the enemy and get them off of you for a time unless they dodge it.
Ah, okay.
Protect me. Vitality restored. Landslide.
I'm like, I'm all in.
I'm trying to stay alive. I've had a Reaper hitting me with a scythe for the last 20 seconds, and I'm just running all over the place. Or stab? Yes, or stab. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm trying to coach and fight for my life at the same time. Okay, so putting a target marker on that guy. We want to kill that dude and finish him off. Nice. Hey, we won. Very good.
Let's go!
You are untied, undefeated. Retire now.
Incredible.
Okay, so really quick, we don't have a lot of time on the scoreboard before it disappears. At the bottom, there's 2 buttons. One says statistics, one says reward track. If you click on stats, you can see a whole bunch of stuff. You can see like how much damage you did, your healing, your kills. And then the 3rd row is percentage of your team. So they try to combat toxicity, so they don't have it be like you had the number 1 kills or you had the lowest amount of kills on your team. They'll just say like, you did 18% of your team's kills. And then you have to do some quick math in your head. And I'm like, okay, well, there's 5 of us, so 20%'s average. So that's not too bad. You know, stuff like that.
I did very little healing, but that's okay.
That's fine. That wasn't your primary thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's damage, healing, kills, deaths, of course. Revives is how many times you saved another player. Offense is, I believe, fighting on nodes that enemies have. That's like related to the mechanic of the map. And defense is fighting on your own nodes that you own.
Okay.
Also, I'm looking at the chart. Do you see the line graph? You know, hold on a second.
Yeah.
The line graph, I think, I didn't even realize someone did it. I'm pretty sure someone killed the Lord. I'm gonna send you a little screenshot.
Oh.
If you look at the very end, the red line just suddenly yoinks upward.
Oh, that's what happened.
So I think that we
saw.
were within 150 points of winning, and then someone killed the Lord, which earns you 150 points, and then boom, game over.
And you can do that by yourself?
Yeah, so the Lord, think of it as it's a very tough NPC, but if other players are not screwing with you, yes, there are many classes that can just go solo it. But it takes a minute. You know, he's not a pushover. But at the same time,
he's gonna have a disadvantage because you're not there, of course.
Of course, yes, and that's exactly right. Because while that person's gone and they're fighting against an NPC for let's say a full minute, your team is 4v5. So
Okay. All right, cool.
Was it fun? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, that was really fun. I mean, again, it was like overwhelming, but it was still cool to see and like test the abilities and everything, and have a huge spectral form or lich form or whatever that was.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm glad that we were in a game that was fairly even and it wasn't just like one-sided one way or another, because that was a really good example. Because just like any game, sometimes you queue in and you get absolutely stomped, or you stomp the enemy, and then there's no back and forth at all.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Right. That was enough PvP for now, though.
You got it.
But,
okay.
It definitely might be something that I could enjoy once I understand the classes more, though. Maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Because, like, for example, your Lich form. I know when you go into Lich form, you don't have a lot of time to read the tooltips. But if you, like, go into Lich form right now and mouse over the abilities, like, one of them summons a horde of minions. One of them does a wave of fear that gets everyone off of you. One is just a gun. It's just a bunch of damage. And so, like, those are things that, like, after you've played it a little while, it'll be more muscle memory for you, right? It's like right now, you hit Lich form and then you just panic and roll your head on the keyboard. But once you have done it a little bit, you'll be pressing them with intent, and you'll be like, okay, I want to shoot that guy. I'm pressing this button because that's the thing I want, etc.
Yeah. And I don't think I have any of these like transmog like consumables that you need to change a weapon's appearance. How do you get them?
There's a bunch of ways to get them. One of the ways is map completion. So,
okay.
And I don't mean the world map completion. I just mean like a little zones map completion. Like even if you went to Divinity's Reach, the human capital you started right next to, and you just spent a few minutes running around and opening up that whole map and getting all the little checkboxes on the map, it would give you some of those charges as a reward.
Okay.
Capital cities always give you some charges, I believe, and then zones that aren't capital cities will also give you random bags of loot, which is really nice also.
Okay, then I have some stuff to do.
If I may, one thing I wanted to show you today, if you are good on PvP for now, is related to that buff that's giving us the huge amounts of experience bonus. If you would click on the cross swords and hit exit PvP lobby, and we'll leave the lobby. And they have, I'm trying to think of the word. WoW's heritage weapons. Those ones that you would give to alts and they would like level up with you.
Oh, yeah.
So they're kind of doing a giveaway of those for new players right now. So, if you would meet me right outside of Divinity's Reach, we can get you one of those just by talking to an NPC. Super simple.
Oh shit, I think I just... Uh-oh. I think I had one anyway, like one of these charges, and I used them on like the really shitty weapon I just bought.
It's fine, because they're very common, and if you keep playing the game, you'll be swimming in them pretty soon. It's not a rare thing.
Where are we going?
Okay, so if you open up the map and you look at Divinity's Reach, your human capital city, the big round one, right below it is your newbie area. And I'm gonna link it in party chat too, because I just remembered I could do that. But yeah, Shaymore, that one, perfect. Okay, I see you. Just to make it easier to find me, I put a big red crosshair on my pet.
Nice.
Okay.
You can't put a marker on your own character?
I can't put it on myself unless I use a commander tag, which is, I'll show you for a second. So if I make a squad here, you see there's like a big pink icon above my head now.
Yeah.
This is a commander tag. If you are in a raid, whoever the leader of the raid is would have this above their head. But since we're just running around in 5-man stuff, a funny thing about this also shows on the map for everyone in the zone. So so sometimes people will think I'm like leading a meta. We're gonna go fight the Shadow Behemoth, and I'm like, no. I'm just it's helping someone. See, someone just joined the squad called Free Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna. So if you'll click on the party interface near the top left and hit leave group, and then I'll re-invite you just so it's just us again.
Okay. Can you put markers on the ground? Is that a thing?
There is a way to. I'm trying to. There is a way to do that in raids. Yes.
Okay.
I'm so rusty on raids, but yeah, there's a way because you could be like, all right, at phase 2, everyone run to the red marker. You know, you can pre-mark locations on the ground, which are very useful for the complex raid fights. Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, so over here, there's a guy called the Mist Stranger. He's only here during the event. If you talk to them, let's see, what will it say? It'll say, do 5 events in this zone, and I will lend you a weapon that will forge your way. So, you may have already seen events. They're the ones that usually are like orange on the map. They've got like orange circles or whatever. So what we're going to do now, if you're okay with it, is we'll just wander around, find 5 events to do, and we'll get you a weapon that'll level with you of your choice.
Yes, let's go. I love that.
All right. Well, let's travel in style. Here, I'll get the turtle out.
Nice. And you only get 1 weapon, and I guess you can choose whichever you want.
Correct. Yeah. So you can basically get a staff or a scepter or an axe, or whatever. But you basically will pick one. This thing turns like a
these
boat.
Cannons?
Yeah, I believe the cannons go to your mouse cursor.
Oh yeah. Wait, that's so cool.
I just realized yesterday when I was giving you like a tour through all the mounts, I don't think I ever finished showing you all of them. But the siege turtle was added in the End of Dragons expansion, and it's the first mount that it could like do an attack and you stay on the mount, where it doesn't just like immediately dismount you. I mentioned to you it does siege damage, which there are certain metas where you like have to break through walls, and suddenly you'll see everybody get on their turtles, and just an army of turtles appears. And also, it's the first mount in the game that has a passenger seat, so you can carry someone else with it.
Yeah, it's very cool. So how does damage work when you're mounted? So the first hit gets absorbed by your mount, basically, no matter how much damage it is, and then you get dismounted?
If any damage is aimed at us, it will hit the turtle and not our hit point bars. And then when the turtle is defeated, it'll despawn, and you and I would plop to the ground. And
when does it have a lot of health or hit points, or?
Right now it doesn't, because we're both squished down to like level 10. But in a normal high-level area, yes, it has more hit points than the average player.
Oh, okay.
So right now on the map, if you look on your mini-map, there's like a red tag up ahead. That is similar to a commander tag. That is a mentor. And
that I heard about. That is very cool.
Yeah, so, and there's an orange thing here. So hold on, we're gonna dismount and run through this little tunnel right here. And basically this person is saying, hey, I'm doing map stuff if anyone wants to join me. That's what that means. So these are probably people that are doing events because they want that same weapon I just showed you. Look at this, there's like 15, 20 people here. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right,
wait,
so
I thought the mentor title just means that they're like willing to help people if anyone is like a new player or something?
The mentor tag, it's
else?
multi-use. It's multi-use. One, they might be willing to help new players, absolutely. 2, it is basically a poor man's commander tag. So anybody can use that to mark themselves on the map and get other people to come help them. And sometimes it's just people trying to get help with an event. Like, hey, there's this big thing over here, come help me, type of thing.
Okay. Because you can see it on the map no matter where you are, basically. Same as the other marker.
Yeah. Yeah, my chat said it's the Timu commander tag, and that's not wrong. So this one, right now, the event is basically just escort this guy with the orange shield above his head and keep him alive. However, they're near the end of it, and I haven't had a chance to hit anything yet, so I'm not sure if it's going to end before we get any credit.
Oh, I got something at least.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's fantastic. That's the important part. So then that means we need 4 more. So let's see. So now we got to go find another event going on. Not everyone can afford the 3. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the commander tag is like 300 gold, which for players that are anything short of veteran, that's a lot of money. So yeah, the mentor tag is very useful for that.
Interesting.
Okay, let's see, what is this? Gather ruined grapes and turn them into the NPC. Okay, so grab some ruined grapes and come run over to the lady with the orange marker and talk to her, and you can turn them in.
I guess you have to be fast here, because if it's done before you manage to get any grapes.
So most events that involve turn-ins, after the last needed turn-in happens, it'll basically do like a 30-second timer, and it'll be like, all right, if anyone's got any last-minute ones, I'll take them. And it's a way for people to still get credit. So right there, see on the right-hand side, there's a countdown happening. So you got 20 seconds to do a turn-in to get credit.
Okay, that's nice.
You could explain what big metas are. Yeah, I could. Have you come across the phrase meta events yet?
No.
Okay, so it would work like this. You've seen the Shadow Behemoth, big boss, big world boss.
Yeah.
We fought him yesterday. Then there's events like this one right here, where it's just, some random thing is happening in the world and you can join in on it. Imagine a zone where there is like a event happening, and if the event is successful, it starts another one. Like imagine there's a guy under attack and you defend him, and then he's like, okay, I'm trying to get over to that area, and then you escort him, and then he gets attacked, and then that's an event, and you defeat the attackers, and it just goes on and on and on. And after like 5 or 10 little events, some really big nasty spawns. Right? That is a meta chain. So a meta there's many zones in the game that have meta events where it's like a whole chain of events, and if they're all successful, it summons like a dragon or something, and then you can fight it, and then everybody involved gets a bunch of loot. So that's what it generally is. In this zone, there's no meta beyond just the Shadow Behemoth every couple of hours. But in some zones, there's like a long chain that ends with like a big boss.
Okay. Yeah, there's something similar in WoW. They're like very, I think the newer zones have them sometimes, but yeah, and then it happens like every couple of like, I don't know, hours or days or whatever. They probably stole it from Guild Wars 2, let's be honest.
It's very possible. I think it was it Legion where they added like world events and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And
I think so.
Yeah, and I very much believe that those were inspired by, if not Guild Wars 2, games like Guild Wars 2, because like the whole different events and stuff that can happen in the game is something. I just got a bag of loot from something you shot. That's funny. Yeah, I do think that was inspired by that. Oh, I see an orange marker northwest of us, so I'm gonna head over there.
So there's like, sometimes there's a point where it says like hero point available or like hero point earned, and I can click on it somehow. How does that work?
Okay, so hero points on the map. Are you talking about on the map or like in your UI somewhere?
On the map.
We're gonna dismount and run in here really quick. So on the map, a hero point challenge is basically a place where you can earn a hero point, and you use hero points to basically buy new skills until you've unlocked them all. So, for example, if you hit H and go to training, which is the third tab on the left, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can put points into and unlock new things. Those are purchased with hero points. You get some hero points just as you level, and you also get some hero points by interacting with any of those hero point challenges that are in the open world.
Okay, so if you never interact with those and you only level, then you will not have them all unlocked.
Correct.
Okay,
Additionally, like once you get all of the core ones unlocked, and once you have an expansion, that's when you can start putting hero points into things like Reaper or Ritualist or those other elite specializations.
Okay.
Malk says you will, Muckluck is wrong. You will not. Okay, I'll refine the statement. You won't have enough for all the elite specs if you don't pick up hero points.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So, okay. I mean, obviously, I would want to have the elite spec max too. So I do need them personally. But if you wouldn't want the elite spec, then I guess you don't need them. Okay.
Yeah. But there are multiple reasons to do it because, again, they're involved in the map completion, and you get big bonuses for completing a map and also the world map. So there's no reason to pass them by. They're beneficial for multiple reasons.
Okay. Yeah, one of the things, because I'm personally not necessarily like a collector in MMOs. I do like PvE and like competitive stuff, but I'm not super into like collecting necessarily. But sometimes I also have this like, I get this like itch that I have to finish something. And I think I had it pretty quickly in Guild Wars 2 when I saw, like when I opened the map and I saw on the left that you have this like bar, like with the percentage completion and these like 12 out of 17 hearts and 4 out of 9 vistas, you know? And this, I feel like this is one of those things where it's like, it's super simple to understand. It's one of the first things I understood when I logged into the game. And it's also really clear to see when you open a map where everything is, right? So you have like a clear goal on what you can do. And I thought that's really nice. It's like one of those completionist things that immediately like draws you in. It's like, I need all the vistas and I need all the hearts. And
Yeah, and
cool.
I agree with you because it's funny because like occasionally when I try other games out, like sometime back I tried it was some Assassin's Creed game. I don't even remember which one. And I look at the map and I'm like, oh, it's like Guild Wars 2. Yeah, there was just a bunch of like little markers that I just could check off and fill in if I fancied doing it. So now I always attribute that, like in my mind, I always compare that to this whenever I see that system.
it is nice. I think it's very well done. In other games, sometimes you also have like lots of stuff you can complete, but it's not as obvious
We're too
and as
thick.
visual. What kind of event is this?
Fighting centaurs in the to condense 25 years of history, the humans and the centaurs are constantly at war, and this is a small skirmish of that. Basically, centaurs are trying to come attack this spot, and we are trying to hold it. So just make sure you get at least one hit on one of them so that we get you credit. Yeah, one additional fun fact about the hero points is, let's say you got all of them. You know, you got every hero point on the world map, and you've done all your training. Like, I believe I have all of the, like, I have everything trained I could possibly train for Ranger, and I have an extra 500 hero points. So when the next expansion comes out, whenever that is, I can immediately fully unlock the new Elite spec. And then I'll pick up hero points from that expansion for the next one. So there are more than enough in the world to get everything you want, and then even have some stockpiled.
This Winter's Day event, is that just like a special winter event that is currently up, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it's Christmas. It's the Christmas events. There's presents. There's some quests that you can only do. Oh, here's one that's really fun to tell new people about. There's a thing the players call the Orphan Farm. And basically, you can gift wrap presents and give them to orphans, and the orphans thank you and they give you karma, that purple currency. And it is one of the, like, if you fancy doing it on repeat, you can get more karma during, like, per hour doing that than almost anything in the game. It's a very profitable for karma.
What do you do? What do you need karma for?
It is a currency. There are many, many merchants in the game that will take karma in exchange for their goods. So if you're trying to get any of those things, then that's what it is. But it's always funny around Christmas time. People be like, oh, we could farm orphans.
At least you give it them presents. Even if it might be out of their own self-interest.
Can you do the snowman strike? We could try. I don't know if that has level scaling. So for Naguura, I told you the strike missions are kind of like a simple raid. There's no trash mobs. You just go in. There's a boss. You get out usually. There is a holiday strike. There's a holiday strike where there's the magic, the snowman with the magic hat has been corrupted and he is evil and shooting like icicles and stuff. And you fight him and try to warm his heart to make him good again. But it's a fun fight. But I do not know if you go in there. We could test it. I'm not sure if it will like level you up to 80 when we go in there.
Okay. And if I'm not 80, I guess I'm just gonna die, I guess.
That would be the fear. We want you to have fun, not just be sitting there grayscale on the ground the whole time.
I do like the floor POV sometimes.
Could show her the jump puzzle. Oh yeah, we could show her the jump puzzle.
Oh, I did. It's interesting because people are like, you should do the jump puzzle. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I gave in and like I tried one. And then it wasn't even a jump puzzle. Like at least not the way I thought jump puzzles are, where you're like jumping up a thing. Like it was like this thing where I had to be in the dark and I had to like follow like a light.
Oh, the one in Lion's Arch with the pirate?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, the jump puzzles in the game scale from very, very simple in the level 1 zones to jumping up the inside of an active volcano and one missed jump means you're dead in the later zones. So there's definitely a spectrum of jump puzzles.
Honestly, that might be something that I really enjoy. Like, how many are there? Maybe I could put that as one of my achievements that I just do all of the jump
Oh
puzzles.
god,
as the first thing.
lots. There are lots and lots and lots and lots and lots.
Okay.
And there is a Christmas one once we finish your 5 events here. Do you have by the way, do you have a counter? I don't know what number we're on for you.
Let me see. Do I have a quest log somewhere?
Oh, on the right-hand side of your screen, click on bonus event new hero jumpstart in orange text.
Oh yeah, I found it. Nice.
Did you get a
What
loading
the hell?
screen?
Yeah, and I loaded before your mount loaded, so I was just like chilling in the air,
Nice.
leaned back.
Yeah, so if you have a mount with a passenger and you waypoint somewhere within the same zone, it just abducts them and takes them with you.
Yeah, I love that.
Let's see. Chat says go to achievements, special events, track events. Okay, hold on a sec. Achievements. Special events. I think I see it. Okay, so all right. If you would hit H, and then achievements is the second to last tab on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And then bonus events, new hero jumpstart. Bonus events is near the top.
I got 4 to 5, I think.
Okay.
No, new hero jumpstart is a 0 to 5. Huh?
For Queensdale?
Hero's origin, it says 4 to 5, but new hero jumpstarter, it says 0 to 5.
Okay, your chat's all saying 4 out of 5, so I think we're almost there. All right, hold on. I see another mentor tag, so I'm going to abduct you again. So there is something going on over there. Human newbie zones. It's always like, my farm has centaurs. My farm has bad grapes.
How do the flying mounts work? Is there like specific mounts that can fly, or can eventually all mounts fly? Okay.
Not all mounts. Tell you what, let's finish this event because we're gonna make sure that you get to hit something here so you get credit. And then after that, we'll finish the mount tour that I neglected you yesterday.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Hopefully you've gotten to hit something. There's a lot of people here. You still with
Can
me?
wait here until something spawns.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh god. Oh. Okay, I got something. Nice.
Excellent.
Perfect. Okay, I got it. Nice.
Awesome. Okay, so let's go try this out. So we're gonna go to the waypoint I just put in the party chat, so you can just click on that and then teleport there. And we're gonna go talk to that guy again and see if he will give you the weapon that we desire.
So if I would, I mean, I guess this weapon is just something I use for leveling, right? It's not necessarily.
Well, like I said,
super
it's like a heritage weapon, so it'll level with you. So it'll be like a best in slot for whatever weapon you choose, all the way up until you get a level 80 weapon, if you go that far.
Okay, so I can choose an axe, a dagger, a scepter, a staff.
There you go. So yeah, so basically whichever one you decide to choose, you won't have to worry about constantly replacing that as you level for a long time.
Mm-hmm. What should I choose?
There's no wrong answer here. They're all good weapons in different situations. It just depends on your preference.
Everyone's saying axe, but I think I like the staff just because I have the skin for it. And I guess I can just go with the staff and still just use the axe as a second weapon.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, let's do that.
So you could choose the staff, equip it, and then as soon as you get another one of those transmutation charges, you could make it a scythe.
Yeah, let's go. And if you transmuted something, you can't get it back afterwards, right?
That is correct. But again, like as you explore more zones, you're going to be swimming in those things, so it's very much a short-term problem.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, magic snow.
Let me, I'm going to come over here a few feet away from those people into the light here. I'll give you a quick rundown through the mounts in this game. So, really quickly, the first one is the Raptor, which is most known for long horizontal jumps. It's used for jumping over canyons and stuff like that. And the second one is the Springer, or the Bunny, and it is most known for very large vertical jumps, for jumping up over canyons, out of them, over towers, stuff like that. So those are the first two that you get if you're playing the game in order. Next one, I see you throwing snowballs at me. Next one is the skimmer, which originally was for going over water and quicksand and lava and things like that. However, it got an overhaul in Visions of Eternity. And now, like, for example, it has guns now. And they also heal teammates. So those blasts heal teammates and hurt enemies.
Wow, okay.
And you can also it has like an echolocation thing that can find treasure. It basically spawns treasure chests around it randomly when you're using echolocate. And you can also use a cooldown. You're going to lose track of me in a minute, but I'll come back. And you can essentially turn it into a glorified flying mount on a cooldown. But most of the time, it's a hovercraft.
Okay.
And then the Jackal. This thing is a sand elemental, and it is used to go through sand portals in Path of Fire. But it basically has the equivalent of Mage Blink.
Oh, okay.
And then also...
I was thinking that's very niche. Like, how many sand portals are there?
That's completely true. There's not really many sand portals outside of certain areas. But also, a couple of weird things. If you're going uphill, the teleport goes a set distance, whether you're going uphill or downhill. So that makes it the fastest mount at going uphill often.
Oh, because other mounts are slower when you go uphill? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Of course, yeah, that makes sense.
Also, if you look
everything else makes sense.
Yeah, if you look at your hit point bar.
Yeah.
Did you see like some extra hit points appeared above it? That's barrier. So basically there's certain classes and also that mount that can put barrier on you, effectively increasing your maximum health.
Okay.
All right, Griffin. This is my plushy Griffin, just because I like it.
It's so cute.
The Griffin, it's a jet. If you start at a high point, as you notice, like I'm kind of like gliding down to the ground, and I occasionally flap to gain a little bit of altitude.
You can flap?
Yes.
Oh my god, I need this mount really badly.
Yes. So the idea is you start at a high point, jump off of it, dive, and then pull up, and you'll gain a ton of speed, and then you're a jet. There's a lot of really tricky stuff you can do with this mount. There's actually a community, a guild called Wing, that is, in Guild Wars 2, and they're all basically like professional pilots with griffins, and they do like these crazy races and stuff like that through courses. But it is very much a mount that is easy to use and very hard to master. Like I'm not a master at it at all. I
mean, I can't even hit snowballs, so don't worry about it.
The next one is, let's do Sky Scale. I've got the plushie skin for this one too.
There's two plushie skins for everything. I love this plushie style. It's so cool.
If the Griffin was a jet, the Sky Scale is a helicopter. It's 3D maneuverable. You can go straight up, and then you can move around and stuff like that. Now, it does have a stamina bar, and if it runs out of stamina, let me fly over to this thing here. You can... Oh, that thing is not solid. Okay, we gotta find something here. All right, this cliff will do. All right, so you see how I just grabbed the side of this cliff?
Okay,
so you can,
just like a helicopter does.
Yeah, you can grab onto the side of something and rest, and let your Sky Scale get some stamina back, and then take off again. So
cool.
it is not like a flying mountain WoW that can fly forever. Now, you can't, if I'm not pressing any buttons, I can just go AFK and I'll hover forever. But if I'm actually moving around in the air, he does get tired. And so you rest occasionally.
Okay.
Also, he can do this for the dismount.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's
so
sick.
You can basically, as like a fight opener, you can have it breathe fire.
His fire must be a little bit weak since the snowman didn't even melt, but okay.
okay, don't fire shame. Warclaw. This is it is only usable, or sorry, let me rephrase that. It is the only mount that is usable in World v World. In World v World, it has different skills. But in open world, they gave the Warclaw a makeover in Janthier Wilds, which came out last year. And it can do, well, it can basically double jump, like certain video game characters. So you see that? So until it runs out of stamina, you can effectively like just keep jumping through the air until you get tired. And let's see what else.
And lost connect. Oh, I think I deceived for a second.
Oh, I think.
Oh
you did.
no. No, wait, my internet works, but my game doesn't and my stream doesn't. That's so strange.
I see you on your stream again. I see your camera.
Oh, I think I'm back. Okay.
Internet hiccup, I guess.
Yeah, like this whole building is cursed right now. I lost power like 3 times today. The heating
no.
isn't working. The internet's not working. Like, maybe the roof is gonna fall on my head soon. I don't know. I muted myself just as I was talking to you.
I just assumed you were talking to your chat, and it was not for me.
No, I was wondering, since you said the mount works for PvP or for World v World.
In World v World, the War Claw is the only mount you can use in there.
Yeah, and does the double jump there work as well, or does it have like a completely different?
It does not.
Type of ability
It has a whole different kit in World v World. It has some pretty cool stuff. Like for example, imagine like an enemy fort, and there's like a big metal gate at the front. War Claws can attach chains to the gate and try to pull it off its hinges.
Oh, okay, that's sick.
They also, while you're on it, one of your 1 through 5 buttons is harpoon, and basically it's like you throw a spear javelin type thing, and you can, if it hits an enemy, it dismounts them and knocks them off their War Claw. And so it's like you could catch someone that's trying to get away, if you land it.
Oh, all right, that's very cool.
Now this one has similar stuff, like right there I just like threw a little spear, but it works differently in PvE than it does in PvP.
Okay.
All right, and then what is that? Oh, the roller beetle. Okay, this guy is really simple. All right, so I'm gonna be gone pretty quick, so watch me. This guy go forward fast.
Oh,
that's it.
Okay. I mean, that's nice though. Like
that's it. That's what it does.
You're really fast then.
It also can drift. Like if you turn while you're holding the shift key, you can go into a slide and stuff like that. There are roller beetle races, both community driven and ones that are in the game by default. But it's very much, deja vu.
Okay, that's very cool.
And then the last one is, well, the turtle already. Well, I guess there's one other. Hold on, we have to go down to the water for this one.
Oh, okay.
I literally don't use this one that much. Hang on a sec. Let's see. Okay, that's my boat.
Oh, there's a boat. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on board.
yes, so you can have other
Passengers.
people join in. They have some buttons. It's pretty silly. Basically, if you cheer for the pilot can go faster. There's a bunch of different boat skins, and also you can fish off the boat and you get bonuses. So there are people that are fans of fishing in MMOs, and they will have entire fishing parties on these boats, just like tons of them all together, like out in the water.
I really like the fishing and the boat thing. I think that's very cool because one of the things I did like a long time ago when I played WoW, like in vanilla, I wanted to do like Alterac Valley to farm reputation to get like a certain weapon. It's like one of my first memories of the game. And back then,
Oh god,
these
did you fish
battlegrounds
in
would,
AV?
Yes, because these battlegrounds would take forever, and I was really frustrated because I wanted the reputation, and you got a lot more rep if you finished the battleground. So people would just like circ in the middle and
you
would
leech,
never finish.
Leech.
And then at some point I was like telling people in chat, stop fighting in the middle, like let's like capture these things. And I tried to convince them to like help me like finish the battleground, but nothing worked, and people were just like randomly surging in the middle. So at some point I gave up trying to convince them, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go fishing.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing was that I had like a fishing outfit. Like I had basically like gray items equipped to indicate to others that I'm just like, I don't want to fight, right?
Yeah.
And then I met this other guy. Back then it was like realm only. I was Alliance and he was Horde, and he killed me a few times, but I always walked back and I didn't fight back, and I always started fishing again. And then at some point this guy realized, and some days later he came back into the same battleground, and he came to the spot where I was always fishing, and he was wearing the same outfit as I did. Like he also farmed like this kind of fisher's outfit, and then we were like fishing next to each other. He was like a Horde player and I was Alliance. And it's one of the coolest things that I experienced, like one of these like community things. And that's why I like fishing now in games. So whenever fishing is a thing, I'm like really excited about it.
It is a thing. Like, fishing has many different mini games and, all the different MMOs. In this one, my understanding is it's extremely similar to Stardew Valley's fishing, if you've ever done that.
I've never played that, but I would probably like that.
But this one, I don't fish much, and this mount really excels at that. It's like, if I just wanted to go over water fast, the skimmer is faster than this. Unless I had a full boat full of passengers all cheering me on for the speed boost. I've been there too. I have had days where I had sponsored streams and my internet was going up and down, and it is stressful.
In the meantime, you can explain how fishing works. If you wanna.
Yeah, so it's like a Stardew Valley, where basically there'll be like a bar, and there's like a fish icon moving back and forth along the bar, and then you've got like this highlighted thing, and you've got to kind of follow the fish and like keep it contained for a timer, and then you catch it. But if you are on a fishing boat with other people, there are bonuses, and you'll get like more. You'll get more fish or faster or something like that. But there is some very, very profitable stuff. Like I think it's ambergris. The perfume stuff from whales. Like you can get that in game, and that sells for a lot.
Okay.
So there
What
are
do people do with the gold? Like, do you need a lot of gold for certain things? Like, let's say for legendaries or something? Or is gold mainly something that people do because they like, having a lot of it and just like trading and stuff?
No, it's definitely useful. Like, for example, some of the mounts require gold to obtain. Like the Sky Scale requires gold, the Roller Beetle requires gold, and some of the others. Some of the mounts are like quest rewards, but some of them you have to like pay for components. Like the turtle is like a quest line, and over the course of the quest line, you have to buy some like stuff to make a saddle for it from merchants, and that requires gold. Legendaries, there are many components where it's like, okay, I need all this stuff to make a legendary, but this one item is from a vendor and it costs 100 gold. There's no getting around that. Additionally, I pointed out to you that you can use gold to buy gems on the gem store, which means gold effectively lets you get anything you want off the gem store. Bag slots, cute plushy skins for your mounts, whatever. You can just turn gold into gems and get it.
I'm guessing like the expansions you can't buy with like gold though, right?
Correct. Now the Living World season, so you could say like the smaller DLCs they did, you can.
Yeah.
But the full-blown expansions, keep in mind this game doesn't have sub fees. That's the only guaranteed way they make money is the expansions.
Yeah. I was also wondering something, since like if you're a complete new player, like I am in a privileged position where I can probably just like talk to them and be like, hey, I would like to have the expansions, and they probably give me a code, right? But if you're a completely new player and you don't have that same privilege, what would you suggest? Like, first of all, I think it's good if you just play the free-to-play version, right? And just familiarize yourself with the game and just play like that and see if you like it. But once you feel like, okay, this is a game I really enjoy, what kind of expansion do you think people should buy? Should they only buy the newest one, or?
Oh, I love this talk. So let's get a visual aid up. If you can hit H on your character and go to Story Journal on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And click on where it says My Story at the top left to minimize that part.
Yeah.
Okay. What you have now in front of you is a list of all the expansions and the DLCs in the order that they came out. That's why I wanted you to pull this up, okay? So, My Story is just the base game. Living World Season 1 and 2, Heart of Thorns, Season 3, blah, 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 going on down the list. Now, the older it is, the cheaper it is. Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire were the first two expansions, and you can get them in a combo pack for like $20 or something for both of them, and it's frequently on sale for like $10 for both of them. So that's a lot of content. And as you said, I usually suggest people try the game for free, and that's like 100 hours of entertainment before they spend a penny, and they can decide if they like it or not. If they do like it, the first three expansions, which were Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, and End of Dragons, you could just call them big expansions. They added a lot of content.
And just just so I understand, because like the Living World seasons, these are just like included in another expansion, basically. Like that by Heart of Thorns also have Living World Season 3 or no?
No, they should
Okay.
do that. I would encourage them to do that, but no, they are separate. There are bundles that you can buy on the store that get expansions and Living World. So if you do one of those bundles, you would get them all. But it is possible to buy Heart of Thorns and not have the Living World stuff that is around it. But Living Worlds are also purchasable with gems. Those can be bought with gems in game.
Okay. Mhm. So I guess you could just say or tell people to maybe wait and see until you have enough gold. You can just buy them.
Yeah, if you wish to. Season 1, Living World Season 1 is a special case. Living World Season 1 was actually an event that happened in-game. And it was like a one-time thing. It was like this big war thing in-game. Kind of like when WoW had like the Nax Ramus thing, and there was like undead all over the world for like a couple of weeks, you know? I don't know if you ever saw any of those events. And it was like a limited time thing. Living World Season 1 was a limited time event that changed the game, and then you couldn't play it again. A lot of people complained about that because they're like, yo, there's this hole in the story and I can't replay it. So years later, they came back and they redid Living World Season 1 to be something that you could go through solo in like a story mode, and everyone got it for free. So you have Living World Season 1, everyone has that. But the other Living World seasons are either buying with gems or they're part of like a bundle. However, your question was like, what would you recommend people to grab? So the first 3 expansions, Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, and End of Dragons, are big. They like individually, they are very big, lots of content, lots of land. The newest 3 expansions are cheaper and smaller because that's when they went to the yearly expansion cycle. So Secrets of the Obscure, Janthier Wilds, and Missions of Eternity, still fantastic, but they are smaller. And because the older the stuff is, the cheaper it is. If someone's like, hey, what should my first expansion be? I'm just going to say, get the first one. Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire are massive, and they're the cheapest ones. It's a win freaking win. So that's usually the thing that I recommend to people that ask me that.
Okay, that makes sense.
You also asked about getting the newest one. Visions of Eternity is great so far. Like, I honestly have a lot of good stuff to say about it. However, as we talked about yesterday, it's not all out yet. They do releases where, like, you know, a chunk of the content is released at launch, at 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months, and then at 12 months, they launch the next expansion. So, like, if you buy Janthier Wilds right now, you're getting Janthier Wilds plus its 3, 6, and 9 month releases, all of it in one go. If you buy Visions of Eternity right now, it's not all done yet. It's still cooking. So you're not going to get the whole thing. Still, I highly recommend it to people that are already at that point in the game. But if you're not at that point, I feel like it's a better buy to get some of the earlier stuff that's already completely done, and, you know, it's massive.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about this, like the Icebrood Saga? Is that not an expansion?
Icebrood Saga was poorly named. It is basically Living World Season 5.
Okay.
Yes.
Because it also has a different color as well, while all of the other Living World seasons have like the same color of the expansion where it came out in, I guess.
Yeah, they had a really weird pricing model, and I think that they had to change it because it was, you know, obviously something wasn't working. Okay, are you able to use that waypoint I just linked you in the party chat?
No.
Okay, go into Divinity's Reach, just to any waypoint you've got in there if you have one.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna meet you to the one that you went to, and then we're going to turtle abduct to the one that you don't have.
Yes, let's go.
The only way to travel. Okay, so frequently when holidays happen in Guild Wars 2, this becomes the hub.
That?
So welcome to Winter Wonderland. So there is a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Got a couple of options here. Hold on, because I know there's a ton of people here. So let me take you to one that I think you might like. I hope you'll like. If you'll follow me over here, you can...
Sorry, I lost you there. Where are you? Let's see.
Do you see the marker? I put a crosshair on my bird.
Yeah.
Okay, so going over this way. And there's some peppermints here we can jump up.
Oh, nice.
And then there's like a little portal at the top.
I don't think I can use this. Oh no, I was just lagging, I guess. I don't know. I have a loading screen now.
Okay. You scared me. I'm like, this is a jumping puzzle. It should not have a level cap for a jumping puzzle.
So this is like a a limited time jumping puzzle event, basically.
This is
why it
the
instant?
Christmas one.
Is it timed?
It is not timed, but there is some of the snowflakes that you jump off of melt behind you, so you've got some different options here. So what we're gonna do, there's 3 paths. I think right is the easiest one. Chat's gonna yell at me if I'm wrong, so let's go right, and just jump through it. And we're taking a very minor amount of ice damage over time. We get to the bonfires, and it fully heals you.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, no. Wait, am I at the start again?
Uh-huh.
No. Wait, but there's no right path anymore.
You're
I'm
at the correct
in
one.
the middle. Oh, okay, I see. Is there any kind of like jumping tricks, by the way? Like sometimes
sure.
you can like adjust stuff in the air or whatever.
So one tip that's a big one is holding forward and pressing jump is different from pressing jump and then pressing forward. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Like if you hold forward, you're running forward, and then you hit jump and you go like forward a lot. You know, it's like you're launching yourself forward. But if you press jump and tap forward, you go more up than forward.
Okay.
So jump forward is a lot up and a little forward. Forward jump is a lot forward and a little up.
Okay, that makes sense.
Dodge jump. She does not need to learn dodge jump. I'm gonna explain this to you, but I do not encourage you to use this. Okay.
Okay.
If you mash dodge and jump at the same time, you will jump almost twice as high in the air. But it is difficult to control. Even I can't do it well after all these years. There are some people who can PvP and they can dodge jump while PvPing, and it allows them to kind of jump up to platforms that most people can't reach, and then they can just like laugh at you and you can't kill them.
Okay.
But it's a rare breed.
Is that intended? I'm guessing so.
Yeah,
since they would
they're
have
fine with it.
changed at some point, right? Okay.
Okay, you have reached me. Okay, so
Oh no!
Did you just jump?
Oh,
My gosh. I was going to
It
explain.
appeared in front of me.
I was going to explain.
I thought it was like a safe spot.
It was until you jumped off. It was safe.
I thought you would respawn there from now on, you know?
No. I'm like, all right, so what we're going to do is she's like, bye. Oh, man. Anyway, what I was going to say, the campfire here fully heals you, and then I was going to explain the next bit, which you found out the hard way.
Yeah. So you basically, like, if a person jumps, then they disappear, or is it just on a timer?
It's a timer. So you wait until that next platform, you wait until it has just appeared, and then go.
I can't believe you just killed me.
Wow. You're my Twitch chat all over again.
That's a compliment.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Twitch is very smart. And good at the game.
Yeah, if you were to take the harder path at the beginning, it's much faster. Like, it's shorter, so, you know, time-wise, it's faster. But the snowflakes break as you jump on them, so you gotta go, 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 go.
Oh, I see. All right, I'm here.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna wait for these to disappear and then respawn, and basically just gonna go right up the middle. I think that guy's dead. Yeah. So with the next time they respawn, we're just going to leap forward and jump all the way up to the top.
Okay. No pressure.
Yeah. All right, and we're going.
Goodbye.
Did you
You're gonna
fall?
be real fast. Yeah. Oh no. I also just realized now that the snowflakes actually are, like, the shape of it matters. Like, I thought it's such a small shape. It's just like one big circle. You know what I mean? So like the hidden frame underneath is like a circle, I thought. And it doesn't matter where you jump, but it seems to be pretty exact. Okay, I'm getting real good at this first part now.
Heck yeah.
Maybe I do the difficult one afterwards.
Yeah, the medium, the easy, and the difficult all end at that campfire that you were able to reach, and then they all kind of merge from there onto the next thing.
I like your hair.
So do you have another hour, or?
I'm gonna be here for another 2 hours. So if you want to extend our session, I'm not going anywhere.
Did you like the patch notes? You ended up reading them yesterday, right?
Yeah, I did.
What like anything interesting that I would understand as a new player?
There is, you know what? There was a funny bug I could tell you about that you might be humored by.
Okay.
There is a setting in the game. You know how when you use your staff abilities, you would like aim at an area on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a setting called Snap to Target. Basically, when you use a ability like that makes a circle, it just goes to wherever your target is, period. And there are some abilities in the game, like Ranger has a longbow ability called Barrage, where they fire arrows up in the air and then they rain down on a target area. You do not need line of sight for that, because they go up and then come down is the idea behind it. And the problem was people had found if they used Snap to Target, they targeted someone, and that person went into like a castle or a keep in World versus World. If you still had them targeted, you could use Snap to Target and Barrage and basically wall hack and hit them through the wall. And so they were like, okay, no. And they took that away yesterday. There was another bug they fixed yesterday that's kind of funny. I showed you runes in PvP earlier. It's like a set bonus type thing you put on your equipment. There's a thing called Rune of Mercy or Relic of Mercy or something like that. And it just increases how fast you revive someone, when they're on the ground and you hit the F key. And you ran between the presents. I saw it.
God damn it.
There was people in World v World, and they were doing a thing that they called the medic squad. And basically, when the Lord would go down, before the team that downed the Lord could execute him on the ground, because he would be like downstate, they would have like 10 players with mercy runes all hit the F key and kneel down and res the guy in like 1 second. And so they could never kill the Lord. And so ArenaNet's like, okay, that's real clever, but no. And so they nerfed the mercy stuff in World v World yesterday because of that.
Is there I guess a quick question. Like how do I ask this? So if there's something in the game that people figure out that you can, let's say you can like do something like very clever, but gameplay wise it's a little bit like a new player would have a hard time figuring this out unless like they learn it from like a guide or from another player somehow, but it's not necessarily like game breaking. Like would they fix something like that, or is that not really something that like they care about?
I would say it's a case-by-case basis, because like I just told you a moment ago about dodge jumping. Dodge jumping has been in the game forever. If you have to be really good to be able to pull that off. I can only do it if I'm not in combat, holding still and concentrating on it. But so like that is something that's been in the game forever. Veterans can abuse that in PvP, but you almost never meet someone who's able to do it, and they've just left it in the game. Okay, so what I was telling you, you had asked me, do they nerf niche things that are in the game that might affect it, and it's definitely a case-by-case basis. So example A, dodge jumping. If you know how to do it, you can basically spend your endurance to super jump. It is quite challenging. It's been in the game forever. They don't seem to care. Example B. Okay, again, pulling from WoW for here as an example here. You know how sometimes a raid will come out and people be like, oh, if we make our whole race, if every raider changes to undead, this is easier because of racial bonuses. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Guild Wars 2 seems to hate racial advantages in this game. Like, there are racial skills. Cool. There are racial skills. But any time it happens, in the 6 years that I've been a content creator for it, that something that is like where some fight becomes easier if you bring like all Sylvari or something, they nerf it fast. And an example is there was a raid called Harvest Temple or Strike Mission, and it came out and there was a mechanic. There was like a shockwave, and Sylvari have a plant ability where they can just root their feet in the ground and they can't be moved for a moment. And the strategy for like a week was run full Sylvari, and anytime this deadly mechanic happens, everybody just root. And they got rid of that fast. They were like, no, we are not having a community that kicks out non-Sylvari players. No. And
I did it!
Yeah, they... Oh, nice job, nice job.
Yes! I did the difficult path too! Oh my god, I'm smurfing!
So what you want to do now, because you're taking cold damage right now, is avoid the red circles. You want to run forward and go to that big peppermint that's straight ahead, but don't get hit by the big boulder.
Okay.
So
Wait, you had an advantage when you were Sylvari?
Wait, here, hang on. So let this pass, and then run up the hill and get on the peppermints on the right-hand side.
Yeah?
And then that passes. Now run uphill again, and get on the big peppermint.
Okay.
And then let that pass,
the
and then
side.
run to the next peppermint. Oh no, you fell this! There's a delay, so I saw it a moment later.
Why is the boulder slippery?
Oh my god. Okay, anyway, yeah, it was just the new at that time, the toughest boss in the game, the brand new toughest boss. It came out, and one of its attacks could be completely ignored if everyone was a salad. That's basically the story. So very quickly, they were like, we're not okay with this. We don't want a community where people kick non-salads from the group. And they changed the thing so that didn't work. So in this game, the racial stuff is very much flavor only.
Okay, that's cool though, because I mean they did kind of like they're working towards that in WoW now too, but it took them like forever to like think this way, right? And even now, sometimes you do have advantages. So I'm not a fan of that. So I'm glad that they are adjusting those things.
I like it a little bit. Like if you've got some niche situation. And you're able to save the day because like your priest was a dwarf and they had fear ward or something like that, I think that feels good. But at the same time, like there is an extreme where suddenly you get people getting kicked from groups because they're not whatever, and then obviously that's too far.
Yeah, that makes sense. How is that for like, let's say, elite spec stacking? Is that a thing? Like that you...
Oh, yeah, certainly.
There's like on a boss, there's a certain thing that's really good.
Yeah, so let me give you an example. You know of the Mesmer class? It's like an illusionist. Yeah. Okay, one of the Mesmer's elite specs is called the Virtuoso. And instead of making clones of themselves, they make clones of weapons. And then they kind of just send them flying at the enemy. All right.
Okay.
And so basically they have like this small arsenal of floating pink weaponry above their head, and they just yeet them at the enemy after charging up. And they are basically snipers. Like they have very long attack range, and their attacks pierce, which means if you're shooting at an enemy that's 1,000 units away from you, and the shots pass through anyone on the way there, it will hit them too. And they can do their stuff while running around. So they are highly mobile and high damage, and it's in a line. So there was just in the last year, there was some bosses that came out, and the strategy was basically like get your tanks, get your healers, get your buffers, and then 6 virtuosos. You just fill the rest of the slots with virtuosos. And so it is very much now. That does not mean that that's the only way that you could kill the fight. But is it a popular strat for like the people at the top that have like a character of every class at max? Yeah, it is a popular strat that if there's one thing that's good for fight, everybody will just stack that thing. But you don't have to.
And is that something they try to fix, or do they not care as much?
Sometimes. Again, case by case basis. There's sometimes they don't change something and it surprises me, and sometimes they do, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I get what they're trying to do there. But it's very much a case by cases. I cannot honestly say yes always or no always to that question.
Man, this is why is this so hard?
I'm watching. We're judging you.
I'm gonna go left now. Maybe that's the side.
Yes,
okay,
definitely cranking the difficulty to maximum is the right play here.
I need the pressure.
Chalice of Tears next. Oh my god. So if you ever hear chat tell you do Chalice of Tears, that is the jumping puzzle I mentioned where you're inside a volcano and jumping up the side of it. So if you miss a jump, you fall into like lava or fall to your death if you hit a rock. Like it is rough.
I love that.
Are you a stranger?
All right, I'm gonna go to the easier side again.
Okay.
If I make it there.
Any of them's fine. We know you've made it to the little fire multiple times. It's just the bit after that. What's the prize when you beat that puzzle? You get a bag of Christmas loot. There's random stuff in it. And you can do it multiple times. Like if you do this a lot and you're really practiced at it and you could just do it every time, it's actually farmable. You could just like do this, get a bag, do this, get a bag, and you could. And then of course, if you could do it on the hard mode, it's faster because the path is shorter. So you could just farm it as much as you like. Right. I mean, right now we're just here for fun. So if you get tired of it, we could stop at any time. But that's it. Just bag of loot.
Are you saying I can't do this?
I am absolutely not saying that. Unless your internet says you can't do this. I think that's the only thing that'll stop you.
Let's. Yeah, I do think I was lagging every time I fell off so far.
Every time you die, stop DDoSing me, chat.
Oh no, I jumped. I was looking at chat. See, that was chat's fault.
Dang it, chat. Stop being so beautiful and distracting.
Just hate when they're so handsome.
Honestly, you're getting really far for having only attempted this a couple times. There are a few very minor things you can do to like make this easier. Like, for example, if you look at your hotbar, you notice your buttons are all gone. That's so that you can't use any class skills in here. Necromancer actually has a skill called Spectral Walk. And when you activate it, you turn all ghosty. And when you hit the button again, you go back to where you were. So if you turn on Spectral Walk and then you do a jump puzzle and you miss a jump and hit the button again, you will rewind back to where you were when you hit the button the first time. So there's some jumping puzzles that as a Necromancer, you can kind of cheese your way through with that. But it's not allowed here because your buttons are gone. If you had
it's only in this one, in this like special one where it's not allowed.
There's a
because
few
the other
others
ones are
like
not
that.
instanced, right?
Yeah, there's a few others that are like that. But another thing is, you remember in PvP we were using Relic of the Wayfinder to increase your movement speed. If you had that in the open world, you could use that here for 25% more movement speed, which helps a little bit with the jumps.
Okay. How do I always fall off? Every time. Oh my god. It's too difficult.
You just
Also,
really like that spot.
I'm like, is there like a different spawn point for these like gift boxes? Because I swear, like when I arrive,
no, you when you get
it
there,
looks like
you just go
it takes
right up the
forever.
middle, but there are gaps between them, so you have to like jump over those gaps.
yeah, it's just like when I arrive and they're already there, then I want to wait until they spawn again, right? But it
Yes.
seems like I'm waiting forever for them to disappear. But then when I actually jump, it feels like they're instantly gone.
Yeah, like if you jump right when they appear, the like side ones disappear really fast, but the middle ones, which is why you just jump up the middle ones take longer to disappear.
Okay. For the winter events, so you farm orphans apparently, and
Yeah.
you do this jump puzzle. Is there like other events as well?
Oh yeah, sure. There is a musical themed event where imagine Guitar Hero but with like those little Christmas bells. It's kind of like that where like there's like chimes and you can you like repeat the sequence type of thing.
I love that.
There's another one that's like a strike mission where you fight a Christmas themed boss. We could try to do that when we are done in here. There is a thing called Toypocalypse. And okay, imagine like a little war happening with toys. So it's much smaller than you, and you can't interact with it, but you can build little toys to help them. So it's kind of like tower defense. Like you're building like little toy catapults to fight against the little cowboys and stuff like that. So it's like a tower defense type set. Basically, every holiday there's between half a dozen and a dozen little activities that you can do if you fancy doing it. This is just the first one.
That's pretty cute. And the stuff that you're getting from these events, are they basically like currencies that you can only use for this? Or, oh no, you said earlier that you can get karma, right? Which is a currency you can use everywhere.
Yes. So you,
okay.
yeah, will get just a whole bunch of different stuff, and you can even sell it. Like for example, the Christmas presents. Some of them are bound to you, and some of them are not. And opening Christmas presents or opening Halloween trick-or-treat bags, it's basically gambling. Like, 'cause if you right-click on a present in your inventory and you hit preview, and this works with most containers. You can right-click on it and hit preview, and it'll show you all the things that could possibly be inside the present. And there's a lot of crap, and then there's a couple of items that are worth like 1,000 gold. So you can take the present and open it and probably get junk, but who knows? Maybe you get something good. You can also just sell the presents unopened on the trading post, and someone will buy them for a moderate fee, guaranteed. Oh, I see you got past that spot you're having trouble with. Yeah, so basically each thing here is let boulder pass and then run to the next peppermint, and just keep doing that.
Okay. I'm not sliding off this time.
All right, after the left peppermint, there's one on the right, and then there's presents on the right. You want to jump up the presents on the right, and then your goal is to jump up inside the gigantic present box, which is at the top of that floating pile.
Oh no! It's over, I think. Wait, can I do this still? Wait, that was it?
Oh, you're so close. I think you did it!
I did it! Let's
You
go!
did it! Let's go! Nice job! Now make sure you loot the chest.
Oh my God.
Make sure you loot the big chest.
I did it! Or? I think I got... I think I got sent out before I looted the chest. Oh no!
Oh my goodness. What happened? Did you hit like leave instance or something?
No, as I was jumping up to the last thing, I got like a pop-up in the middle of the screen, and I removed it so I could see, and I assumed that was like the end of the game because there's like a half an hour timer, right? And then as I was done, I got ported out.
Oh my god. You did it. You just didn't get the loot. Oh, hoodwinked.
Oh well. It's all about the achievement. It's the pride and the honor that I was.
You did it. You did. Everyone here saw you did it. On the first try, no less.
So you said like the striking mission. Do you mind showing me that still, even though our time technically is over?
Let's go. Like for real, I stream. My morning streams usually go until about 2 hours from now. If you wanted to go up until that point, I'm fine. Or anything less than that is fine too.
Okay, awesome. All right.
And honestly, we could get some bonus credit with our sponsors that we went overtime to.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, so I see you. I'm gonna put a marker on my bird again to try to make it easier for you to see me. Okay, so if you would, step away from the portal and then walk back up to it so you get the pop-up.
Yeah?
And so it should say squad or public, so we're just both going to click the public button now.
Oh. All right, I'm in.
Nice, we're in the same one. Okay, so to start this one, we pick up snowballs and we throw them at that snowman down there. And the silly lore here is that ice makes them evil, but snow makes them good.
Okay.
Now that's more like it.
All right, now most strikes are as I described them to you, where it's just like a room and a boss and that's it. This one has like a little bit of holiday story leading up to it, so there will be a few minutes of this.
Nice. We do love winter stories. Oh no.
And then we kill the mean ice elementals and just hack our way through them.
Also, I'm not level 80 though, right?
When I click on you, it actually says 80 with an up arrow, so I think it is scaling you up a bit.
Because I don't have some of my abilities that I have in my bar, but I guess that's just only I had them in PvP.
Yeah, so in PvP, it scales you up to 80, but it also unlocks everything you don't have unlocked. This is not going to unlock the stuff that you don't have unlocked. But it did increase your level effectively while we're here.
Okay. What is a good elite skill if I can't have like the Lich form? Like I have Avatar of Melandru, Reaper of Grenth, Plague Lance, and Hounds of Balthasar, I guess.
So
I don't know if you know any of that.
Yeah, so Avatar and the Grinth thing, Melandru and Grinth things, those are human racials. I actually don't even know what those do without looking them up. I can't even remember. The Hounds is something that is... I think you can use that on any character it summons like 2 temporary summons. Certainly not bad, it's just some extra damage. The other stuff is actually Necro-specific. Of the Necro-specific elites, the one I probably get the most mileage out of is the Flesh Golem. It's an extra minion, so it does a little bit of damage at all times, and then when you press the button again, I told you it does that huge charge that does a bunch of crowd control.
Oh, I also just understood that if I walk... No, wait, what is hitting me? Oh yeah, it is the lines in the floor. Oh, okay, I got it. The hounds are doing the charge? I thought they're exploding.
No, the Flesh Golem does the charge.
Okay.
Flame in our hearts.
The Flesh Golem, if you get that unlocked, it stays out 100% of the time, unless it dies. And then while it's out, at any time you wish, you can press the button to order it to charge your target, and then that's a CC. So I was simply saying, like, it's a decent pick for every single Necro build.
Oh, okay. Understand. I'm trying to look back in. Does it throw you out of the instance if you're...
Not immediately, but if you're out for more than, like, a couple minutes, it can kick you out of the instance, so we will see. Another thing that my chat told me that you might be interested in is the homestead, the housing system.
Oh yeah, it's interesting because I'm usually not a person that likes that kind of stuff, and when they announced it, I was in WoW. I was like, I'm happy that they're doing it for other people that like the stuff, but I'm probably not gonna like it. And now I ended up really enjoying it. So people said that Guild Wars 2 has the same thing, and I definitely would like to try it out.
Would you like
to
try
it?
Well, I could invite you to mine. So
I could show you.
So,
I would love to see it, yeah.
Okay, so let's step over here, just away from all the other people. And been a while since I've done this. Let's see, do you? Let me teach you a little something here. So, if you on the top left of the screen, you can see my portrait. Click on my portrait, and you'll target me.
Yeah.
And then if you hit Control T, you can put the just left click on the yeah. So if you hit Control T, that's a target marker. Sometimes helps with finding someone in a crowd.
Okay, yeah. I guess I use the minimap usually, but it's like hard to see sometimes when there's a lot of other indicators as well. Is that your like portal to your house?
Yes.
What? That's so sick.
So I just invited you to join. Now, I will be fully upfront here. I am not much of a decorator. My home is pretty much the default with some money-making stuff. I am very much a function over form. So this ranch type thing is the homestead that comes with Janthier Wilds. You've got like some crops here. There's a bunch of containers over here. Workbench.
Wait, so you can grow stuff?
Yeah, like I said, I use it to make money. Yeah, it generates resources each day.
So you can put like functional stuff in here too, basically. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What kind of crops can you put there? Like anything?
There's dozens of options: carrots, onions, all kinds of stuff. So a standard player, but they grow each day. So each day you can farm them all once per day.
Nice.
But basically, what the average player would do is just look up which crops are selling for the most and just plant those. Like.
What I would like is if there's something that grows like really slowly, and like every day you come back and you have to water it, and if you don't come, like it dies.
There's a stable over here where all your mounts that you're not currently using are in the stable.
Oh, are they doing anything, or are they just kind of like hanging out?
They just kind of hang out.
Oh, you can pet them.
Yep.
Oh wow, so cool. Your sky scale really likes me.
You can go into the house and like move things around in here. There's just a whole bunch of rooms that you could do whatever you want with in here.
Okay, wait. I'm behind. I was petting your mounts.
That's fine. I'm inside the big building.
Oh, so this house, like, technically, it will be decorated.
Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Hang on a sec.
Wow.
Where's the game table? I don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna do an example here. Okay, so Bob, I just put down like a fancy chair. And let's see,
Yeah?
modify chair, select decoration, click this thing. Let's see, rotate. Oh, well, now it's popping a wheelie. That's not what I meant to do. All right, scale. Oh, there we go. Did some Alice in Wonderland stuff here. All right.
Wait, did it scale? I didn't see it.
Oh, how do I like? Let's see, confirm modification.
Oh, I see.
There we
Okay.
go. So essentially, what I'm doing a terrible job at trying to show you is there's a lot of modification options. You can pick up anything.
So
you can
scale
rotate
bigger,
it.
smaller.
Yeah.
Okay. Like different angles as well.
Yes.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, as you can see here, you can do silly things. You can change the angle. There's like an X, a Y, and a Z axis. You can change the size of it. You can move it around. There is all kinds of weird stuff, and people have made
Can
some
you clip
crazy
it into
things.
the wall and into the floor as well?
Yes, I've actually seen people take objects and like flip them upside down and bury them so the bottom is sticking up a little bit, and it just looks like something completely different. Yeah, I have seen that.
Oh, okay, that's sick. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to build a house then.
There was one person I saw that made like a stone dragon, and they had a lamp post in the ground, but the tip of the lamp was right in the dragon's eye, so the eye glowed. But it was an underground lamp post that they did.
That is very cool. I made a cat tree just recently. Oh man.
Let's see.
How do you get the decoration? Is it all...
So you get some stuff given
Farmable?
to you while you are doing the story, but after that, there is, if you'll follow me, I'm going to exit out this door over here and run over here. There's a crafting discipline called Handiworker. And the Handiworker can basically just make stuff using materials. So, you might spend some time out chopping trees and farming, and then you can go over here and you can use this to make all kinds of materials. And generally during each holiday, you can buy new recipes. So like right now, if you go on the gem store, the Black Lion Trading Post icon at the top left of your screen, they have a gingerbread homestead package for sale, and you can make gingerbread houses in your home if you fancy it.
That's so cool. All right, I love that. Okay, another question: like, if you unlocked an item somehow, can you use it as many times as you want, or do you need multiple? Like, can you only place it once? Do you have to buy it?
You can. So if you unlock an item, like okay, let's say you unlock gingerbread house window, you can then farm the materials and make it as many times as you want. It's like you unlock a schematic, and then you can make that thing as much as you wish.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
Another thing, which I will attempt to show you, we're gonna see if this works. Give me a second. This guy has all kinds. This guy is all kinds of. I was like, hang on. I'm gonna tell him. Let's see. I want you to change it to the nighttime sky. And boom.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's sick.
Yeah. So
Wait,
you can do all kinds of stuff here.
So if you make windows inside, do you see, or can you do that? Can you actually see to the outside, or is that not a thing?
So this is the first homestead they ever released. This is the Jan Thier homestead. This one, they learned a lot. And this house, you can add things to the house, but you cannot edit the house itself. And they heard a lot of complaints about that. So the second homestead, you can tear down everything that's there. I'm hoping you got a loading screen.
Yeah, I do.
Excellent. Okay. So this is the Visions of Eternity. The thing that we're supposed to be promoting. This is the Visions of Eternity homestead. If you hit M, it's an entire freaking island. It's massive.
Oh, okay.
And this structure that you see next to us, like this is here by default. It's like a ship that's like turned on its side with a bunch of floors and stuff. You can completely tear this down to the ground and use the pieces like Legos and build other things with it. So it starts with all of that. Let me see. Hold on. If I go to... Oh, another thing I haven't showed you. When you're decorating, you can go into B mode. If you can see me outside, I'm a
And you
bumblebee.
can fly around to
Yeah.
view stuff. Oh, that is
Yeah.
really nice.
So
I
if you
love
if
that.
you look up a little bit, you'll see me above you.
That's cute.
So you can use this to have like a flying camera angle while you're messing with stuff. So like if I do, let's see, select decoration. How do I? Hold on a sec. Erase decorations. Let's see, erase medium area. Do that. Okay, there we go. I just deleted the ground floor. Let's try
Okay.
bow. All right, so there. That's just to give you an example. If you just look around, I just kind of like cut the building in half. And the goal there was to show you that there's a lot of small pieces here, and they're like Legos, and you can take it apart and put them back together however you want.
And so, but this area that we're in right now, this is yours. Like, this is your instance. There's no other
Yes.
like houses around here.
Correct.
And each player has the same instance basically available to them if they have this expansion.
Yes, anyone who has the same
Okay.
expansions I do has access to their own version of this instance, and they can mess with it as much as they want. Another
okay.
pretty cool thing that they revealed not too long ago is you can, let's say you get a setup in here you really like. Okay, let's say you build a tower, a stone tower over here, and you just really like it. You can save the block of code for that into like a notepad document, and then you could tear it down, and 6 months later you're like, I want my tower back. You could just take the code from the notepad document and load it again, as long as you still
that's
have all the
sick.
pieces. And because of that, that is giving birth to community websites where people are sharing things they created, and you can copy it.
That is so cool. How does that? So let's say you're missing like one item for it. Does it not build at all, or does it tell you, hey, you can't build this because you're missing X? Like, how does that work? Do you know that?
It will tell you. So like if you try to punch in a build, and it'll be like, okay, you're missing 3 shrubs, 2 windows, and a bush. And it'll be like, do you want to continue? And if you hit yes, it will do all the stuff that it can.
Oh, okay, that is amazing, right? Okay,
Yes.
I love that because sometimes you can do a build, but then you're missing like one tiny little thing that's not even important, and then you just can't build it, right? So, okay, that is really cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can imagine that that's like a whole like separate community thing then.
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay, cool.
But the island is quite big. You can like travel around on it. There's a whole cave system underground too. You could build like an underground housing setup if you wanted. They
Wow.
also have used the same technology that they used for, like you saw when I like made the chair really big and then I tilted it. You could do all of that with everything in here, but you can also do that in guild halls. In guild halls, you can have like entire communities of people in the same area, all like building and playing with things.
And are these guild halls like the same island basically and there's more, or is that like a completely different kind of area?
No, guild halls are different instances.
Yeah?
You know what? Hold on a second. So if you look around here, this is a guild hall. However, it is huge, but also has a lot of services and stuff here. There's a lot of just random decorations floating in the air that people have done because they thought it was funny. But this place is called Gilded Hollow. Like the golden ground and stuff like that's permanent. That's part of the place, and you can like look around. There's big banners for the guild up above, and there's perks. There's perks to being in guilds as well. Over here to the west a little bit, there are nodes that spawn resources, and you can visit this place once a day and
You
just
have
pick up all those
waypoints in
resources.
here
Yep.
to teleport around. Okay.
There
That's
is
cool.
a lot in here. Let me show you some of the common perks though. Over here, there's resource nodes, and if you've got some harvesting tools, you help yourself. These respawn every day for every player, so you can like pick all of these things up.
I'm stealing all your stuff.
Do it. It's literally free money. I do that stuff every day. Another thing that's really good is every guild hall has a bar, and the bartender will give you 1 permanent buff of your choice, and you can come back and change it whenever you want. So like permanent XP gain or permanent World v World bonus or whatever. Magic fine, whatever. So if you would like it, if you come over here, I'm just a little bit southeast of you on the map, there is a building, and I'm gonna ping it on your mini map here. So that ping there, that building straight ahead of you, there is a bartender in here named Nathan. Oh, someone in chat said that might be level 80. Well, we're about to find out. So if you come in here and talk to Nathan, and let's see if he.
I need
has
Heart of
anything for you.
Thorns, apparently.
Ah, bummer. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to just settle for the free items each day. Okay.
I like his beard, though.
So there are guild halls that are really connected to Heart of Thorns. They are connected to Path of Fire, and there is one connected to End of Dragons. And that's just, it's really just the style. Functionality, they're all the same, but they all look like they came from that expansion. Like End of Dragons is like a beach, and it's very sunny. Path of Fire is like a desert area. This one is like an overgrown jungle.
And this is huge. I love this. It's crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, the decorations are pretty wild.
Yeah, that's a big lion.
Yeah, that is not normally there. Someone just did that. I let people, as long as they don't do anything too lewd, I let them just go crazy with decorations, and this is the result.
This is very cool. What are the portals here? Oh,
I believe that goes to a PvP arena, so if you want to beat up your guildmates, you can do that there.
oh, all right, that's sick.
Let me tell you about something really goofy. Have you seen Quaggins yet? It's like if a Murloc is WoW's mascot, Quaggins or Choya are Guild Wars 2's mascot. Quaggins are these cute little almost like seal creatures, but there is a thing that I've seen people do in guild halls called Quaggin Ball, where they have one person use a costume to turn into a Quaggin, and then they have a red team and a blue team, and they use only knockbacks, and they all try to get the Quaggin player through a goal. So they basically turn him into like a human pinball.
That's pretty fucking cool. Do you have a jump puzzle here somewhere too?
You can make your own jump puzzles in these. We don't have a jump puzzle, but there is something really cool I can show you that's here. If you want to make your way back over here to where I'm at, we do have one funny thing that we made once. Here, I'll do the marker on the bird again. There we go. All right, this thing is a teleporter. If you'll interact with this magic mirror-looking thing in front of me.
Yeah?
Okay, so once upon a time, a guy in our guild made a platform, and he climbed on it and made another platform and then deleted the old one. And he kept doing that until he tried to jump.
Oh!
We are at the roof of the game. So just if you come over here, there's a chair you can sit in, but this is actually the limit of the skybox. And if we jump here, and like if you go splat, I'll revive you. But if you jump here, it will take a while to fall. So I'm just gonna leap off right now, and just try to avoid branches on the way down, and you will see how high up we are. It's actually pretty silly.
All right, I'm jumping. I love the falling animation. It looks cool.
And then just again, try to avoid branches as you're going down, because you can control your movement.
Oh, that is actually very cool. Is there
And then just go to any waypoint of your choosing to respawn.
let me see if I can find one. Wait, I don't think I actually selected any. Oh, it just allows me to use them anyway.
Yeah, you didn't fall. I would res you, but you didn't fall all the way. You there was like
I don't see a platform.
Yeah, you went like a third of the way to the ground. So I'm like way down here looking up, like, oh geez.
Is there because since you're talking about like the roof of the world, is there other like things where you can kind of like glitch behind walls or like underneath the floor or something? Like, I'm sure that's not something they would want.
Yeah,
but
the
like,
answer is yes, but I would get in trouble for teaching it to you. The TLDR is there are spots where you can fall through the world, and then you can get to spots you're not supposed to be able to get to. And occasionally people do videos on them in Arena that's like, no, stop it. You're not supposed to do that.
Okay.
So yes, they exist, but not something I can publicly speak of. Well, at this point, I mean, that's a guild hall. You know, they all look different.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
There are some where people have made like entire like roller beetle racetracks, and it looks like a Sonic the Hedgehog level in there. There are some with like, you know, griffin races where there's like tunnels and tubes and things like that floating in the sky and stuff like that. Trying to think of some other stuff. But yeah, you know, the same technology that they use in Homesteads to be able to decorate is usable in here too, but it's a much bigger, you know, sandbox to play in.
Okay, yeah. And this is very cool. Also, like, like you have to really like this stuff, I guess, to decorate like such a huge place. Like you need to be like very motivated, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that any one person did everything you saw in here. I think it was just a whole bunch of people just playing around, and this is the result.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can stay in the guild as long as you want and come in and get that free items that are on the ground every day, or you can leave it. It's completely up to you. But this is mainly to give you an example.
What is there? Like, are there other perks for being in a guild generally?
Hit the guild panel again, and if you have that open with this guild selected.
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm watching on your stream, but there's a little bit of a delay. There's a bunch of icons, like colorful icons near the middle of the panel, like a golden heart and a barrel. You can like mouse over those, and there's like a scroll bar and stuff. There's a whole bunch of different things there. Some of those are just for World v World. They're like you get these bonuses if you're representing your guild in World versus World. And some of them are for like in the guild hall, and some of them are for anywhere.
Okay. So you generally would just want to be in a guild, even if you don't necessarily want to do any kind of raiding or whatever, just for the attributes and, I don't know.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Social
Is
stuff,
if you notice at the top left of that, there's room for more guilds. You can be in up to 6 guilds. And so, like, you could be in one guild and you just do raids on Monday night. You could be in another guild that you PvP with, whatever, and you just change the checkbox for which one you're representing.
Oh, that is actually very cool. I really like that. Because... yeah, because then I guess let's say you want to be like serious about raiding, you can be in a serious raiding guild, but then your friends or whatever, you want to chill with them in a different guild. That's actually very nice.
I also
That's
know
cool.
I also know some people that have gone through all the effort of setting up a guild hall, and then they just use it because there's a guild storage, like another bank, and they just use it as a personal bank. So there are some people that just it's a bit of work. And you're gonna need like other people's help to like sign the contract who are willing to then leave after, but you can just make personal guilds just for like banking.
Okay. Yeah, that's sick. Okay, I'm trying the dodge roll jump.
Oh, that. Okay. Yeah, so here, hold on. I'll stand next to you and I'll do it. So yeah, basically just you gotta hit the dodge key and the jump key at the same time, and you just go like twice as high. And you'll know it worked because you lose a bunch of your endurance, your dodge stamina.
Okay, this is like... like at the same time?
Yeah, like the same microsecond. You just gotta... like, for me, I put my dodges on V and jump is on space, so I have my thumb over both, and I'm just mashing both at the same time. Again, it's not something I can do in the heat of the moment. I
think I just did it. But, like, what does this do? Because it didn't look like I was jumping higher. You said... you can jump high.
So here, if you watch me, like this is a normal jump, okay?
Yeah.
And then that's a dodge jump. So it is definitely higher, and if you can do it like while moving around, you can use it to jump onto platforms that are higher than what a jump could reach.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm looking over at our cheat sheet here, and just trying to make sure that we covered all the bases. Hold on, let me go into shill mode for a second. So, Guild Wars 2's new expansion, Visions of Eternity. Comes with new elite specializations, so it lets Naguura turn into a ritualist if she wants. They updated the skimmer, so now it can fly and go underwater, and it has Glocks on it. New Homestead map, which is the island that I showed you. And you can completely clear it out and rebuild all over it if you want. New hairstyles for races. My character's bald, he can't appreciate that. Fashion template system for effortless outlet swaps. Oh yeah, that's coming soon. Fashion templates. So I as a character that's been in the game for a while, I have a lot of different builds, right? Now I like my little dude with this wizard hat. I don't change my fashion.
When you say builds, you mean the way you look, not like
no, I mean like the way I play.
The
like for example, right now I'm what's called an Untamed, which is kind of like a little berserker.
Okay.
And then, but then if I change to this build, which I know that didn't look different because I don't change my fashion much. Right now I'm a druid, and so I can do like druid magic.
Oh,
so that's a completely different thing. So those are two different elite specs for ranger. So like you, for example, could have a build for Reaper and a build for Scourge and a build for Harbinger, or 3 for Reaper if you've got different flavors of Reaper you like, stuff like that.
Okay.
But I very much just have like one fashion I used in all my videos, and it looks like this. If you have got different fashions that you like, they're making these things called fashion templates. Build templates already exist. Fashion templates is just like I can make set of gear number 2 look like set of gear number 1 with just like one easy click. That's coming soon.
So it's like basically like you have a fashion build, and that one like saves like at least save a set basically, and you can just click through that, or you can apply it to different items with one click.
Yeah, kind of. So if here, hold on. Can I find? Okay, this one's a different color. Hang on a sec. All right, so I'm gonna give you an example here, right? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna open a new template. So my guy's gonna be a nudist in a second. Don't freak out.
Okay.
It's gonna be a new template. All right. So if I equip all of my legendary gear with no concern for fashion, my guy starts to look like this. Okay. So
golden.
Yeah, it's a lot of like, bright shiny light bulbs and stuff like that. And if I, enter combat, like it's all this stuff like pops up. Hold on a sec. There's like a whole solar system that'll come up above my head. This is a bit much for me, so I often transmute my stuff. Like you transmuted your staff into a scythe. I often will change how my stuff looks and be a little more modest with it. And this is an example of that. Just I prefer just like the coat, just the normal hat, no lights over my head, stuff like that. So that's all just like fashion stuff.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Like that scythe is an example of it. I showed you that one scythe that drops from Satan the other day that's like all glowy and has like a black hole in the middle of it. And you can take it to any extreme that you want. Yeah, you can take it to as far of an extreme as you wish.
Very cool. Okay, what else is new? I feel like the more I'm playing and the more you explain to me, I understand more of the stuff now. Because, I've been playing for a while, and then when they asked me for the sponsor, I was like, yeah, let's fucking go, let's do this. And then I read through like the brief like of the things that is coming with the new expansion. And I was like, well, shit. Like, I don't know what some of this stuff means.
No, that's totally fine. So
now it makes more sense as you're like going through it.
Yeah, I'll send you the image again. I'm gonna have this image up on my screen while I talk. So let's see. So at the launch of the game, there was a new story, and in my own personal opinion, it's their best writing in 3 years. I am someone that enjoys the story aspect of games as well. I can play a game that has fun gameplay with a crap story. I prefer if it has a good story. This one, in my opinion, better than the last two. It has the two new maps, which you haven't seen yet because they're level 80 maps. It has the new Homestead map, which is the island that we were visiting just a few minutes ago. New tech for Homesteads, new shadow tech, which is hard to notice if you didn't see how the game looked before, but basically now if you turn the graphic settings up to maximum, it looks nicer than it did a month ago. Combat updates, there's the 9 new elite specializations, which are new ways of playing the game. Those are always fun because they cause a ripple effect across the whole game. It doesn't matter if you're a PvP enjoyer, a World v World enjoyer, a raider, an open worlder, it affects everywhere, which is always fun, just mixing things up.
So each class got a new elite spec basically?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like a ranger, which is what I'm playing right now, got gale shot, which is a type of archer that uses a bow made out of wind, and they fire like wind arrows and stuff like that. Your class, the necromancer, got ritualist, which can summon spirits, which kind of hover around, kind of like a shaman's totems from WoW, and they cause different effects while they're out, and then you can still do necromancy stuff at the same time. Those are just two examples.
Okay. So you play rangers like your main thing, right?
I've played the game so long. I have a max level character of one of the 9 classes, but Ranger is the one I've got the most hours in. Funny enough, Necro is my second, and I think Engineer is my third. Okay.
Do you like the new like elite specs they added for like the class you play most? Or do you prefer like playing the older ones?
I'm not a fan of the new Ranger elite spec. It's not going to be like my new main, but I do love the Ritualist for the Necro. I'm a really big fan of that. And then like another just random one, I was never really a fan of playing Guardian. I love the new thing the Guardian got called the Luminary. I really had fun when I tested that the other day.
Huh. Okay, cool.
Let's see, what else? They added a new Ranger pet. Oh, that's another thing. So Rangers have a pet system. Like I've got a bird next to me right now. Okay, so there's the new ranger pet standing next to me right now. It is a raptor, and that is something that they just added this expansion. So it's another pet option for the rangers.
I think I saw this earlier because I wanted to boost a ranger. And then you could choose like your pets at the start. And I think one of them was a raptor. Like there's a dog, a raptor, and what's the other one?
It'll vary based on the race. So for example, the Sylvari, the salad people, they can start with a fern hound, which is like a plant dog. No one else can start with that. A human can start with a bear if they wish. But yeah, the ranger has like 30 or 40 different pet options, maybe more. And each one, similar to a WoW hunter, each one has a small strength and small advantage that it brings to a group.
But it's not like much better, right? Like it's not like a ranger that isn't like a certain race would do a lot less damage or something.
No. Like, so, okay. So an example I gave was that a human ranger could start with a bear pet. Any ranger can go tame a bear. It's just they start with it.
I see.
At this point, I have all of them unlocked.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see what else. They did some new masteries. Masteries are like an account-wide unlock. Like mounts are a mastery. When you get a mount, your whole account gets it. So they added some new masteries, some new little perks that affects the entire account. And they added new legendaries. Legendaries, as I said, are always fun because they, one, they're very pretty. And they are flashy, and then they've got that quality of life where you can change the stats on them anytime you want to. If you want to change builds, you don't have to like go get a brand new staff with different stats on it. You can just change the stats on it, and then that's it. So that's all the stuff that was there at launch. And then in update number 1, which is in a couple months, they're adding another raid wing. And then they're adding it's also coming out with a challenge mode, fashion templates, which a bunch of people will be excited about. They're adding quick play. So I'm sure you're familiar with WoW's like group finder. This game was scared of adding a group finder for a long time. They were concerned that it was going to kind of kill some of the social aspect of the game, and I can understand that. So for right now, in this moment, in fractals, you can use a group finder in the tier 1 fractals, the starter ones. But you have to use like a traditional way of forming a group for the higher level ones. So if you would for a second, just to show you, could you click on contacts in the top left, and that'll open up like your friend list and your blocked list and all that kind of stuff, and go to looking for group, second tab on the left hand side. And then if in that window, if you scroll down near the bottom, there's a thing that says fractals of the mist. And so you see there's different sections in there. So if you were level 80 and you were trying to do stuff, you could click on one of those sections and like create a group or join a group, and there's a list of players, and you'll find groups like, I need a healer, or we need someone who provides quickness, looking for DPS, whatever. It's the old-fashioned way of doing it. That's where you'd find it. But if you wish to just dive right into the newbie fractals, there is just a group finder that just slams 5 people together and then just throws them in. So they're adding a group finder like that to the easier raid fights in the 3-month update.
Okay. Do they did they announce how this group finder is gonna work? Like, is it gonna make sure to put certain like elite specs together, or like how are they gonna deal with that? Like anyone can play with anyone? They've
announced certain things, and so here's the thing: like in the newbie fractals, the starter fractals, you don't even really need a healer. You don't even need buffs. You 5 DPS can unga bunga through it as long as they don't stand in fire for too long. Like it's really easy. So based on what they're doing here, and you mentioned like, are they going to put certain elite specs together? Like the main thing for a traditional group is you've got a healer and you got an offensive support that provides whatever buffs that healer cannot do, and then all the rest is DPS. So I don't know if they're going to have a queuing system where like I'm queuing as a healer, or I'm queuing as an offensive support, or I'm queuing as just DPS, or if it's just going to be like we're doing this for the easy fights where it doesn't matter. So I'm not really sure what they're going to do there at this time.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's made slightly more complicated by the fact that this game, when it first came out, they abhorred the traditional trinity of tank, healer, DPS, and they avoided it as much as they could. Now we just have a different trinity, which is healer, offensive support, and then DPS. So it's just we formed a different trinity, and it does make grouping, setting up groups. I don't want to say complicated because like it seems easy once you've been playing it for a while, but to new players it can seem complicated, and I recognize that.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird because there is no trinity, but then there is still one, I guess, for like But I think it doesn't really matter when you start to be aware of that. Like that's something you figure out as you go, I guess, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, for
until
sure.
Then.
Because for me, when I look at a group, I'm like, okay, do we have a healer providing the defensive boons? Do we have an offense providing offensive boons? Great. And then, like, everyone else, my eyes just glaze over and you're DPS. I don't care if you're a Gale Shot, a Firebrand, a Reaper, whatever. You're just DPS. Get over here, Unga Bunga, file in. I don't care. Like, I don't even see them at this point.
What is, when it comes to fractals or generally rating, is there any kind of, like, rating system? Or how do people generally just like choose players? Like, are they just looking at your item level, your mastery, your experience? Like, what is it they look at?
Sure. So, okay. So once again, if you could go to that, you still got the contacts and LFG thing open. Above fractals, there's a thing that says raids. Click on raids, and there's 2 subsections. And one is experienced and one is training. First of all, I love that they did this because
that's
if
nice.
you're in the training section, people don't usually snap at you for making a mistake, right? It's like, dude, you knew what you were getting into. The run says training. Shut up. And you go in there and you can, host groups if you just like to teach, or you can just join groups if you want to help people. And everyone is pretty chill in there. Experienced, again, mostly chill people. You occasionally get a bad egg, but in my experience, it's usually fine. However, there are people that will just, like myself, if I go in there, I'll just make a group and I'm like, look, I'll play a healer looking for one more healer and a bunch of DPS, and people will file in and we go. And that's it. That's all I do. There are folks that'll want what's called, the community calls it KP, and it's called kill proof. And I'm going to super simplify this. Let's say when you kill a boss, you get a boss token. And so if you've got 250 boss tokens, that means you've killed 250 bosses. And they might be like, hey, link me in the chat your boss token stack. And you're like, boom, and then that's proof that you've killed a whole bunch. And they're like, okay, cool, I'll let you know. So there'll be some players that have made up their own system for, like, prove to me that you're competent. And you can choose to use that system, or you could just say, screw it, I'm just going to join the groups that don't care about that. You've really got a choice here. But it is an option if you choose to do it. I don't usually participate in that. I am fine grouping with noobs, like 9 times out of 10, and that's my thing, but you're allowed to make that choice for yourself.
Okay. That's interesting. And, like, is there certain bosses that, like, count more points in this, like, kill proof thing, while others count less? Or is it just, like, adding it up somehow?
It depends on the system you use. Like, if you're just linking the tokens, as I described to you a moment ago, it's just every boss drops 1 token. However, the first few raids in Guild Wars 2, the ones that were released with Heart of Thorns, they are a bit easier by today's standards than the ones that were released later. So, like, if you just want a chill experience, you might be like, okay, I'm going to join a group that's doing Raid Wing 1. But if you join a group that's doing Raid Wing 5, there's more mechanics. It's going to take more brain wrinkles. You're going to need to actually focus and turn off Netflix on your other monitor and pay attention. There's more going on there. Yeah,
okay, interesting. What's the most difficult boss or Raid Wing generally, in your opinion? Is it, like, really obvious, or... and I mean, like, in the normal, like, difficulty, and not this, like...
Not the crazy one.
Special difficulty,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because if you said, what's the hardest thing in the game, I'd have been like, oh, here we go. And it would be one of those legendary challenge modes that I told you about the other day, where they accidentally overtuned it and they just left it as a separate thing. If you mean a normal mode boss, I'm thinking either Doom, the guy that drops the big scythe I told you about, or Kadim the Peerless. And both of those... let's see. Would you like a preview? Like, I don't want to spoil you if you don't want to be spoiled or something.
Well, actually, good point. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe it's better not to spoil, because maybe I want to, like, figure it out myself or play it myself.
Let me just tell you, like, something I think is a cool fact about it. Kadim the Peerless, the room is malleable. The floor shape. Like, you know, it's like there's a section where if you fall off, you'll just fall and you're out of the fight. But the floor will change shape many times during the fight. Like it will, yeah, and it'll be like, yo, get away from the edge, or like jump over here. That section's shrinking, you know, stuff like that. So it's not only are you fighting the boss, and there's also portals that go to other places that some DPS have to take care of a thing. I'll just say that. But also the floor plan is changing constantly. And I think it's really, really cool. Like even if you're just watching a video of it, it's like, oh shoot, that looks awesome.
It is actually one of the coolest fights, like in any game that I've played, when you have to somehow interact with with your surroundings somehow. It's always something that I think is really cool because, especially if you're an experienced player in a certain game, at some point there's only so many mechanics that they can do that you haven't seen before, you know. And it's it might be a different mechanic, but you still like solve it in a very similar way, like you solve another one. So it's all very like samey. But if there's a room or a platform that changes and you have to interact with it in a not boring way, then that becomes all of them very interesting and very unique. And I always like when that's a thing.
Yeah, okay. Malk in your chat is correct. That was I named the wrong boss when I described it, but yeah, it is Kadim Wing 6. There's another one that's a Earth Djinn, like a genie, and at certain percentages they change the floor. And again, it remodels, and it's really cool tech. Like, just even the fact that it came out years ago, looking at it today, I'm like, okay, that's really neat. It's like imagine there's a floor of quicksand, and then there's rocks sticking out of the quicksand, and those rocks form the floor. And as the fight goes on, certain rocks come up, forming new floor, and certain ones fall down into the quicksand. And if you were standing on those and you stayed on them, you would fall into the quicksand. And the end result, if you're looking at the fight from above, is the floor plan is changing into like many different shapes. So, and you know when it's going to happen. It's like you get the boss to 85%, and this shape is going to happen. Get over here, get ready. So you know there is a script you can follow, but it's still really, really cool tech.
Okay, that does sound very cool. All right, I'm kind of excited to I think it was really cool that I managed to get some of your insight because, you know, again, like I always have this issue that I enjoy endgame stuff a lot, but getting there takes forever, and I might like lose interest. But honestly, like, all of the things you told me about the game and about endgame, I think is so interesting that I'm probably going to stick to it and probably going to like level it up and see if I can get some of the endgame stuff going on. Maybe you can find a group of people that also haven't done the raids and stuff so I can go through them. Since Preach didn't ask me.
That scumbag.
Yeah, I hate that guy. But I'm going to actually leave now to get some food because
well, if you do, like, no pressure or anything, like I know how it is with like sponsored stuff, you know, sometimes you just play for a day, sometimes you play it for more. If you do enjoy it, or if any of your chat enjoy it, you've got my my DMs on Discord. If you ever have a question, feel free to hit me up. I basically make a living at this point answering Guild Wars 2 questions, so I am not bothered. Okay, so if you get stuck on something,
awesome,
shoot me a question. I'll answer it as soon as I see it, even if it's like the next morning or something.
Nice. I will definitely do that. I'm sure I have a million questions. I'm gonna annoy you all day.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm gonna send you like a list of questions. So number 1. No, but thank you so much for coaching me. That was very, very nice. I learned a lot of stuff. I'm sure, as I said, I forgot half of it already, but you know, at least I've heard it once. So if I hear it again, then I probably remember. And I still don't know what to play. Oh, that is like the one thing that bothers me is like I just don't know what class I like, but I think I'm just gonna level my necromancer up and go through the story, and then I will understand the game better, and then I can use my boost on something else that I will get when I use the expansion code when it finally works.
Yeah, that's one thing. Another thing that Guild Wars 2 is sometimes praised for is being extremely alt friendly. If you haven't seen it already, could you open your inventory? And then at the bottom left of your inventory, there's a thing that says wallet, and it's like it's like a little stack of coins. If you click on that, that is account wide. It does not matter what character you're on; they use this wallet. So if you let's pretend that tomorrow you're like, you know what, I really want to try Mesmer. Well, Mesmer's also a light armor class. You could just take all your Necromancer's armor, move it to the Mesmer. It's not bound to the character. You could take some of the weapons that the Mesmer could use, the jewelry, and then you still got the same wallet, and boom, you're decked out for a low level. Plus that Dream Staff that we got you today. You know, that's another thing. So it's very, very alt friendly because it really respects your time. Like any gold you earn, the karma you earn, like that is there to stay, even if you decide you're playing a new character tomorrow.
Okay, that is actually very nice. I love that. So even like the thing that the set that he gave me, that one I can send over, the one like the fashion one.
So your fashion stuff is unlocked for the whole account. So if you unlock a skin for any item in the game, it's unlocked for your whole account.
Okay, I get it now. All right, cool. Okay, that's awesome. All right. So you said you're going to stick around for another hour or so, I guess?
Yeah, this is one of my morning streams because for me it's 1 p.m. My morning streams go until 2, and then I usually take off. So I'm here for another 45 minutes or so. But if you want to wrap it up here so you can go eat your boyfriend's good cooking, I understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna send my viewers to you, and then you can, I don't know, look at more patch notes or whatever else you're gonna be doing.
Whatever else I do.
And yeah, thank you so much again for staying a bit longer as well, even though, and like bearing with me through my internet issues.
I like I said, I suffered through it with a stream recently. I get it. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. I hope I made this a painless experience for you because this was kind of new for both of us. And
I did. Like, I definitely enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed it too, even though I was, like, sometimes, especially, I feel like, because I'm a streamer, right? Like, if things get explained to me, and you're very good at explaining stuff, I have to say, like, initially I didn't know that you're a guide writer, right? But then as you started explaining things, I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, yeah. You definitely know how to do that. You've done this once or twice.
Yeah,
but,
I joke a lot.
Your stuff yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It cut out and I thought you were done. I joke with people a lot that I'm like the elementary school for Guild Wars 2. Like, there's a lot of people that are specialists that know a lot more than me about specific things. And usually if someone asks about that, I'm like, I can't answer that, but Bob can. He's over there. Like, I'll point them over to that guy. But I've got a general knowledge that covers most of the game at this point.
Yeah, I noticed for sure. Like, and like you're really good at explaining things, but then sometimes, because I'm new to the game, like you use, like for me, it's mainly like the wording, right? So sometimes you'll say something, and then you use a word that I'm not familiar with, like for example, like the boons and the conditions and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's something that you explained to me once, and I understand what you mean, right? But then when you use the words, I forgot about it again, because like for me it's just buffs and debuffs and dots and whatever, and then for me sometimes it's like really hard to follow. But then the words that you say later then make sense again, and like it's hard for me to just keep up. But I think you did a really good job explaining everything anyway, even though it is all complicated. And yeah, thank you again.
You are very welcome. And you are a great student as well. You owned that jumping puzzle and you're untied undefeated in PvP. I'm very proud.
Actually, good points. I smurfed that, what's it called? Siege.
New video coming tomorrow. WoW World Firster farms noobs in Guild Wars 2 PvP.
This game is easy.
Just lots of very clever jump cuts.
Oh my god, that would be a good video, man. It's like you're a YouTuber or something.
Oh my god. Or something.
All right. Well, have a good one. Thank you so much. And maybe I'll see you around.
All right. You take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And that was the end of our sponsored time together. I had a lot of fun with this, and I hope that Naguura and her community enjoyed it as much as I did. I have seen her stream Guild Wars 2 since this, so it appears that we haven't scared her off, which thrills me. Once again, a huge shout out to ArenaNet for sponsoring this event. I think it was a great idea, and I'd love to help more communities like this in the future if given the chance.